Good morning. How we doing? It is Monday, my dudes. How we doing? We've got a butt on our first dig. Hello. Welcome back from a vacay. We've got Scott, Muffin Princess, and Spilled Paint Pot, both with the subs. We've got 2 months for Muffin Princess, 6 months for Spilled Paint Pot. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. How we all doing today? I'm trying to wake up. But we're going to start some Moonstone today. So, you guys voted. We had 2 different boxes. We had the Outlanders, and we had the Wild Things. And they won yesterday, so we're going to start right in. I think the goal today is going to be our Wendigo. Maybe Goat Boy. He's very dark in the art, so I'm trying to figure out how I want to do him. Chubs may be easier to start today, so we'll see how we feel here. But that's what we got. How we doing? Oh, Saren, hello. How are ya? Here are the minis. They were super easy to clean up. They had the really light resin, like mold flash, just to clean up. It wasn't too bad. And yeah, here they are. I got a zenithal on them, and then I've got the other set also ready to roll for when we start them. Malifaux turned up yesterday. It did not. It got delayed with Amazon, so it's still on the way, but not here just yet. So hopefully today. It was still in Florida last I checked, so we'll see. we'll see how quick Amazon is, I guess. What are you guys up to today? What are we doing? How was the rest of weekend? I ended up watching all of the video game stuff yesterday. And then I watched a ton of Bleach. I'm trying to catch up. Just a ton of it. Let's see, Scott was having work system issues. Took him like 2 hours, these 5 tickets from managers above to be fixed. Okay, so it did get fixed, though. Womp womp, now you have to work. That says my limbo division's in the city. Not sure if it'll end up here today. It's exciting. I need to finish my limbo division. Ooh. I think we need to take a week and just finish some projects. I think we do that again. I've got Limbo Division, I've got Neria that we were working on. We just need to take a week and finish a bunch of stuff. Teague's gonna stop and say hi while Little League gets ready. We'll run some errands. Sounds good, Teague. I hope vacation was good. Excited to hear more about it once you're settled in. Toasty 83 there. I think it's about, we're gonna get warmer than that today, but I think it's about that here too. So yeah, you've got morning Texas weather. Raven Lord, hello, how are you? Welcome in. Greenleaf, welcome in. How are you doing today? We're starting some Moonstone minis. I got them built and I couldn't wait. I wanted to work on them, so we're doing that today. They're too cool. How are you? Looks like this is his little beard too, so I'll go ahead and base that. Take vacation DVDs back to the library. Return or cello and get some supplies from our outside renovations. Oh boy. More outside time. You're in Texas? Wow, I'm sorry. Me too. Me too. I just kind of ended up stuck here. Jazzy, hello. How are you? How long do America kiddos get off for summer? It's a couple months. Yeah. It's usually you wrap up end of May, 1st of June, and then you go back kind of, mid-August to late August, depending. They get a fair amount of time off. Okay, I'm just base coating at this point, so I'm just finding some of our browns. Where is my brown? I have a Vallejo color I like to use for dryad bark. I wonder if Scott took it back. Let's see, Jesse says, good doing with new house stuff. Yes. So exciting. That'd probably work, though. I hope everything goes well with all of that, Jesse, all the paperwork and stuff. Everyone says, I like taking days off work, but I don't like going through the chaos of my inbox afterwards. Yes. Teague says, it was a great time in South Carolina. Lots of beach time. We tried pickleball for the first time. Ordered stuff online so we can play together as a family at the local court. That was on the news the other night, that there was like a pickleball tournament here in the area. I had no idea what it was. No idea what it was. Mini Butts has about a week left of school. Butts, are you ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Butts. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Sounds like the house viewing. Yes, for Jezzy shared, I think yesterday, that offer was accepted for house. Just super exciting. Super exciting. We also have, there was a new Tyrannid shown off this morning, and I kind of look at that here in just a little bit. So, figured we'd get started, get some base coats on, and then we'll take a look at the new Tyrannid that we saw on old Warhammer community. That's awesome. Stuff is so nuts now. Yeah, it really is. Congrats again, Jezzy. Super exciting. Congrats, congrats. But yeah, that was kind of my night. I built the rest of the little salamander that we had on stream yesterday. So he's built with his little skink friends. And then I also have a Bushido warband. I have the box here. Yeah. I love a little woo after your birthday song. Woo! I built these. So I know Paranoia and I are going to try to play Bushido at Adepticon. So these are my Kitsune warband. So they're all ready to go, ready for primer today. And then local friend also wants to play. So I will get to learn the game and then teach Paranoia, I think. So excited for that, but they're all ready to roll. So I just kind of took a build and anime day yesterday, which was nice. Deke says, imagine ping pong. If you were the size of a Warlord Titan mini and standing on the table. For the size of tennis, but basically ping pong rolls. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I was wondering how, like, different it would be from tennis. But I also don't know a whole lot about tennis, if I'm honest, so I don't think I would know all the all the ins and outs. You ever do commissions that aren't 40K? It's been a while. That is kind of like I was saying yesterday. Like, I've been doing this for a long time because I made an audience with 40K. But it's been a while since I've done something not 40K. Or like Warhammer. Because, like, right now we're obviously doing Kabanda, which is heresy. But no, a lot of them are 40K. Trying to think what the latest thing I've done is that's not 40K would be. It's been a while. I would love to do some that aren't 40K. I would love to do, like, Malifaux. I'd love to do some more display pieces. Just how it shakes out. There's no way she's getting through all that. Grr. Nope. There's no way. Avian, hello. Thank you so much for the bits. How are you today? Like, that's my favorite. Grr. Extra pickles always. Wasted mind. I agree. How are you? Welcome in. We're working on Moonstone today. I decided to go with my boy, the Wendigo, that I love. Wendigos are always my weakness. They're always cool. Texas do love some 40K. I think the fact that you need an entire army to play also. Like, people just don't want to do all that. Oh, she did make it. Amy, thank you so much for the bits. How are you today? Welcome, welcome. I was afraid she wasn't going to make it again. What you up to? Yeah, we did some Arena Rex fatigue. I've done a display piece. Other than that, though, it's been a while. It's been a while. Bully spitting rhymes, sorta. Ravenlord says it's National Forklift Safety Day tomorrow, friends. Make sure you got your training all up to date. There you go. They don't know I'm forklift certified. But yeah, make sure you get that done. There you go. Do you guys want to take a look at the new Death Leaper? I kind of want to take a look. I also downloaded, I haven't read through them yet, but I downloaded the index for my Space Wolves. And then wondered why that's not in their app. Unless I've missed something. I feel like the app would be a good place to put all these things. Maybe? Am I dumb, chat? Am I dumb? But can you blend a forklift? That's why working on forklifts for 11 years. I'm not certified. I was told I don't need certification to work on them, only to drive them in a warehouse. I mean, would it be worth getting it, Ravenlord? And National Falafel Day? Well, there you go. Chat, make sure you update your forklift certification and get a falafel. Alright, let's take a look at the old Death Leaper. Make sure there's not a puppy behind me. Meow. Santa in the Sleigh can join Thunderwolf Cav. I kind of love that, honestly. That's like an actual reason to get him out. That makes a whole lot more sense. Alright, let's get window capture. Capture window. Instructions misunderstood. Certified my falafel, ate the forklift. Alright, so here we go. Celebrate 500,000 Instagram followers with the Tyranid Death Leaper. Here is our boy out of Finecast. The official Warhammer Instagram account hit a very special milestone today. 500,000 followers. Not a moment too soon. With that many pairs of eyes watching a perimeter, we've finally been able to spot a certain sneaky silhouette lurking at the edge of our vision. Seems familiar. Here is our boy. I think he looks very superhero with his cloak. But there is the Death Leaper. Behold, Death Leaper. What poise, what grace, what tentacles. This majestic specimen is the advanced Lictor bioform you know and love, upgraded for a new edition. As an epic hero dedicated to the art of stabbing anything wandering in the shadows, Death Leaper is the Hive Fleet's paramount terror weapon and a legend of lurking, inescapable dread the galaxy over. So there is the new mini. Death Leaper's new miniature is quite possibly the most stylish Tyranid ever to creep from the spawning pools. We're not quite sure why the hive mind gave it a dashing biological tailcoat. Perhaps a mako biologist can supply some helpful technobabble about thermal regulation or sonic muffling, but we're not complaining. And if we were, we certainly wouldn't do it to its face. So here is the cloak. I love the head with all the tentacles. So cool. I don't think I'm quite sold on the cloak yet. I know people were like posting things like that are references for like the miniature. It doesn't mean I have to like it. I'm not completely sold. I'm curious if that is, it looks like it's one piece, but I don't actually know. Valthonis, welcome in. How are you? Beastmaster vibes with the cape a little bit. Yeah, I could see that. Live Madness, welcome in. How are you? The original Death Leaper appeared during the Fall of Medusa 5 campaign in the Halcyon days of 2006, after planet-wide reports of murderous ghosts revealed the new Lictor bioform in all of its horror. After a tendril of Hive Fleet Leviathan picked the original up and absorbed its genetic material, new Death Leapers began to show themselves where the Hive Mind needed to sow pure, absolute terror. Look at that glow up. Wow. Look at that glow up. We know what you're thinking. This monstrous assassin would look fantastic next to a pack of Von Ryan Sleepers from the 40k Leviathan box. You're absolutely right. But don't do the Vanguard organisms joining the Hive Mind's ranks for the next tyrannic war. Even more are coming, and they're coming soon. And then, yes, to celebrate the congregation of so much biomass, there is a further treat. Anyone who follows the Warhammer official Instagram account and leaves a comment on the giveaway post will have a chance to win the Death Leaper when it's officially released. Competition is open for 7 days. Terms and conditions apply. So there is, if you want to win one, make sure you go over to their Instagram account. But there is there's the glow up, which is pretty insane. I think he looks great. I think the cloak will grow on me. He looks very superhero. Nox Minis, hello. Squeezel, hello. Welcome in. How you doing? Just catching up. So many new friends. I know, I will slowly collect new friends. I can't go, like, all in. There's no way. But he looks pretty cool, I think. Especially when I throw him in my Hive Fleet colors. I think I'll be good with that. Remember when I tried to win the Baja Blast hot sauce? Is this the same thing? Yes. Everyone get your ticket in. So there was that. And then also I mentioned the index are also up. So if you guys need your... Wait. This is just Space Marines? Okay. So Space... Oh, God. Let me go back. Warhammer. We need the other ones. Here we go. This is what I was trying to get to. Space Marines Index. So if you need your Blood Angels, Dark Angels, Space Wolves, Black Templar, Death Watch, they're also all up. I'm breaking the stream. You got Nikkiception there for a second. Sorry. But if you guys need that, those are all up. So I went ahead and downloaded it, and I will read through my Space Wolves later. I'm sure a lot of what's coming is to replace the remaining Finecast, yeah. Which is great. I love that they do that. Now we need Tyranids, other Xenos, and Titanicus. Only the Space Marine indexes are up. Yeah, so if you guys need these, well, they are here. I mean, at what point does Titanicus then just become... It's kind of like when Kill Team tried to add other things, right? At what point does it just be 40k? I say leave it out. Make Titanicus about Titans. Hey, Lady B, welcome in. How are ya? But yeah, there you go. If you need index for Marines, or if you want to check out the Death Leaper, they're both on the community site. So we still have a pretty hefty index compared to the other non-codex guys. I have a lot to go through. I've not looked at any of it, so I'll do that here after stream. Yes, but Bio Titans. Titans only. Does more Xenos Titans? Well, they would only have the Bio Titan, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm a party pooper on this. I think some of those special games should stay, like... stay with what's intended, I guess. Maybe I'm a party... You are a party poop. I know. Alright, let's go back to our Moonstone minis. Let me hop back over. How are you today, Valthonis? How are you? I swear I can speak. I swear. A little orc Stompa would be pretty cute, though. And hopefully better to build than the big one. Hopefully better to build than the big one. The model is not an easy build. Maybe tiny Stompa would be cuter. Archangels get 1 CP reaction during your opponent's shooting phase. Assuming Titans will be pointed beyond tournaments again. I don't know. I'm the party pooper. I'm sorry. I think also seeing that, like, Aeronautica's not getting a lot of the other flyers. It's like, I don't know. I party pooper. It's my party and I'll poop if I wanna. Replay, hello, how are ya? Does anyone else look through the Deathwatch index? Am I missing it? Special ammo's all gone. No shotgun option for vets. Where are my Deathwatch players? Anyone Honor first, did you look through it? That's kind of what made them unique, wasn't it, Valthonis? Getting some of those little special things. So if that's out, that will be interesting. Kind of see how they keep their flavor. Your knife isn't missing much. Dark Eldar, Chaos, Tyranids, pretty much. The thought of a tiny Helldrake amuses me, but scares me. Just a tiny, tiny Helldrake for Aeronautica. Sly, hello, how are ya? Is it basing time? We are working on our new Moonstone minis. Because they're pretty. And I want to. I'm going with a pretty light skin tone. We're going to shade this down quite a bit later. But for now, kind of rocking our Baneblade brown. Credit card that offers me cashback deals via email. The last few emails have been cashback offers on an eBay listing. My eBay listing. That's funny. That's interesting that they would do it for eBay. Like, I could see it for other things. eBay's interesting. Oh, it's one less army I need to do. Oh no. Oh no. We're just party pooping all over the place. I'm sorry. Oh no. But like, that's a good point. Like, for those who like Deathwatch because of that. If that's now going away, that's rough. I think that's always my fear with like the Space Wolves too, is if they start to take some of that like flavor away from them. If they just make them blue Marines, I'm not interested anymore. Versus, I don't mind, to be honest. Let's messing about figuring out who has what. I know we were talking about the combi weapons too, about it having like the combined profile. So seems like just trying to streamline things a bit. Be basing time at about an hour. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, that'll be interesting to keep an eye on. What people think as it goes further. There's a tiny Helldrake. Or you said, no, I said, if Aeronautica got chaos stuff. Yeah. Just imagining a tiny Helldrake. It's cute and terrifying at the same time. Probably be easier than the big one, right? If it wasn't for eBay fees, I could have infinite money, 2% at a time. Timothy, hello. How are you? I'm doing well. Let's see, you got cereal. What kind of cereal have you got? What you got? I love cereal. Cereal for dinner is the best. I did that the other night. Get us, hello. How are you? Anna Wasteland Ranger, hello. How are you? New season of Sigmar is Wizards? What? What? Painting all the tiny trims. Yeah, I wonder if it's just not as much tiny trim would be my thing. I mean, at that size, maybe it's just really easy to paint. Because there's barely any of it. Honey Nut Cheerios, yo. Channeling my old man. I had some Rice Krispies the other night. It was the bomb. When I just flat out don't want to cook, it's the best dinner. What is it? Dry brushing stitch with tiny trim? Yeah, I don't know how much there would be, Avian. It would work, though. It would work. The new... Oh, General's Handbook is magic focused. Focusing on foot wizards. Interesting. There's an Aeronautica and Titanicus player. I'm really hoping we get a Forge Road Possessed Titan in those last couple of factions for Aeronautica. What was the last Sorry, I was hesitating. It's like, what was the last Aeronautica release? It's been a bit. I know the Titanic has just got the book with all the like campaigns and stuff in one. What's the last thing Aeronautica got? There's apparently a bit of a schism in GWHQ. Some folks want to condense 40k down to Big 4, Chaos, Orcs, Spearmint, Eldar. The other side wants to keep it as it is now. You mean like it would just be 4 factions in general? Oh, not survive about Crispix? Teague says, we went to a diner in Hilton Head. Just a greasy spoon sort of place. Italy got absolute chonkiest French toast I've ever seen. Breakfast for dinner is the best dinner. It's so good. So good. Got some Captain Crunch yesterday. Was weirdly drawn to it at the store. Sometimes it just has to happen. Sometimes it has to go in the cart. They're reverting back to one handbook per year as well, which is good. That's good. Custodian's flyer for Aeronautica was this year. Okay. I know they got the, yeah, some of the Forge World stuff. Horse Heresy rules. Okay, so a lot of books for both then. That's not, wait, what sounds terrible? The going down to 4 wasted mine. It would be interesting. I guess how would that work as far as like cross-faction stuff? As long as you're in the same giant umbrella, you can take it. I could see it maybe working if you did it like based on Warlord. Like Warlord can take this keyword type deal. I could see that working. Be some chonky books coming out, though. If you have the entire faction in a book. Like Grand Alliance, yeah. Going down to 4 factions sounds terrible. I think you'd still have to put some... I think it'd be a lot of keyword stuff. To make it not absolutely insane. I think would be the way you'd have to do it. I was really pissed about the Horse Heresy rules for so Aeronautica. Let's make the all Space Marine game. Eldar can incorporate Dark Eldar, Inari, and Harlequins. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's one that just wouldn't work. I feel like Xenos would be really weird. I feel like... Or wait, you said Eldar. I'm trying to think like... Let me go back to what you had before I goof myself up again. Chaos, Orcs, Imperium, and Eldar. Yeah, because then where do Tyranids fit in? Where do Nids go if it's Chaos, Orcs? Orcs and Eldar? Necrons, yeah. Where does that fit in then? I'm going to go ahead and get the base back to black because it's bothering me. We have so many light colors with the skin tone. But... Let's get this back to black, and I'm going to get a holder. Or Tau, yeah, sorry. I keep missing army, sorry. Yeah, it wouldn't work if you left it at the 4. We'd need a place for these other armies, right? So that would be interesting. Tareya, hello, how are you? How excited are you for Starfield? I'm going to ask everyone, same question. For those who did watch the Xbox and Starfield stuff yesterday, how excited are we? I will try it out on Game Pass. I'm not huge on space games, but if I get it on Game Pass, yeah, I'll play it. I'll check it out. Or anything else we're excited for from the stuff yesterday? Oh my goodness. That's my point. It would alienate folks more than the Age of Sigmar reset did. I kind of like the idea, but it'd have to be like, yeah, more broad, I guess. Like it'd have to be a Xenos Grand Alliance more than breaking those down. Age of Sigmar 4 faction was actually okay. Just a little weird with certain armies. Yeah, I think if you can find a way to make it that not as weird. And again, I think keyword would be the way to do it. Couldn't get a watch, so I'm going Game Pass. I love Game Pass so much. If you guys are enjoying the video game stuff, there is more today. I think Ubisoft is today. And I think Capcom is tonight. I'll be watching Capcom for sure. We've got to take Molly. Sadie has a booster shot today, so I'll be kind of in and out today. But if you guys want to catch up on video game stuff, we've been throwing all that in the Discord. Popped in a chat at the very end. Guess whose microphone's not working again on Discord? Discord's really finicky with microphones, I have found out. I have a hard time with it, too. Not excited, but this needs to show they can make a low jank game first. I think my only thing I'm a little worried about is it feels like all those planets are going to be real empty. But, like, if that's not the... How do I put it? If that's not really the main thing for the game, then that's okay, but... I want it to do well for the people who are excited for it. I'm just not super crazy excited myself. So I says, I'm looking forward to it. I'm not expecting it to revolutionize the game industry, but I like space games. I like Bethesda single-player games, yeah. I want it to do well. It looks like they have put a ton of love into it, so... I hope that it is good. If we had Age of Sigmar reset for 40k, that would work. But only if Skaven showed up afterwards, they just kind of worm their way in. As Skaven would do. Terry is excited for Fable, Starfield, some smaller games. Originally 40k was just those 4 factions, so after 4 years it doesn't make sense to do that. Co said it best, No Man's Skyrim, pretty much, yeah. That was kind of the vibe. Yeah, over 1,000 planets, but 99% of them aren't worth visiting. Yeah, I think that's my fear. With Firefly vibes, a little bit. Hoot, welcome in. How are you? I've seen a lot of people kicking off about a new MF flight sim? Or is that Microsoft Flight Sim? Make sure I get the right thing here before I... I'm excited for the Flight Sim people. I'm not one of them, but it looks like they've got some really cool stuff. I will watch the Flight Sim people enjoy Flight Sim. I think that was my thing for Xbox, is there's a lot of games that aren't for me. Like, I'm not a Payday person. Starfield's okay to me. But, like, I'm really excited for the people where that is their thing, I think was my big takeaway. Chaotic Stupid, welcome in. How are ya? 19 months of Howdy Doody. How you doing today? Welcome in. Hello, hello. Thank you for support. I appreciate it. Do Tyranids eat each other? Like, not within a single hive fleet. If you lured Leviathan into Yorinder, would they have at it? I don't know. I feel like yes. Avian is saying yes. I feel like the answer is yes. Wiseman says, I got my fill of empty universes playing Star Citizen Alpha. Those planets are empty. Very empty. A lot of people spent a fair bit of money thinking it was a forever game. You know, just keep getting updated rather than a new version. Yeah. Oh, I see. So with the new one coming out. I gotcha. Yeah, that would be frustrating if you've dumped a bunch of money into it thinking that was the intent. Especially with so many games going more that route. Band of Goblins, welcome in. How are ya? Kato says, good, thanks. Been chilling and drawing. Sounds like a good day to me. Thanks for coming to art along with us here. Fable did look interesting. Terry mentioned Fable. I'm trying to think what else was. I feel like each of these, it's basically... My wish list just becomes like 50 indie games at the end of the Summer Game Fest. So a lot of my wish list is new indie games I've now seen. I'm kind of excited about the Demon Stardew Valley. It was Bloomtown? I'm not a big like Stardew Valley person, but that one looked kind of fun. Shake up the genre a little bit. I'm on the copium train for Phantom Liberty. Maybe it fixes Cyberpunk 2077 or massively improves it. I still need to play Cyberpunk, and I think that might be finally the kick in the booty to finally start it. I did get the demo for Final Fantasy 16 downloading this morning too, so I'm gonna hop into that. Probably tomorrow night while Scott's got D&D. If you guys are interested in Final Fantasy 16, the demo progress does carry over to the full game. which is cool. So I'll probably start that tomorrow. I started the Lies of P demo yesterday, but my brain was just not working. The dodge feels really weird, and I was just not getting my parries. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try this a different night when I'm a little more with it. Amber says, I added a whole bunch of games to my wish list while watching. See how many I actually play. I like to do that with the wish list, is I'll just throw anything I'm kind of remotely interested in keeping tab on. And then when it releases, I'll decide then. I feel bad a lot of the times it ends up becoming just a list of things I get on Game Pass. But I get to keep an eye on them. Hey, Goblin says, good morning. They all have the same hive mind. Each has the specific genetic resources they have harvested. That's true. They would probably want to, the nids going after other nids for things they want. That's true. But this is all great, but what about Silk Song? Where's Silk Song? Where's Silk Song? Hey, Exalted, how are you? Download the Denver 16 after work. I'm gonna go in hard. I've heard it's very good. How's your day going? We got our Final Fantasy box working, right? Poor PlayStation 5. It's just here for Final Fantasy and Yakuza games. Put it to work. Let's see. Who to say the hive mind is centralized intelligence might be dispersed. It's alien, attributing human logic to it might be applicable. Might want to test out which mutations work better too. Yeah. I could see all of that for sure for the nids. Oh yeah, many an update was downloaded. I need to get back to. I got stuck on Yakuza 5 and I need to get back to it. I've got the rest of the series. I just need to get through 5. I'm just annoyed at the character swapping is all that it is. You do have a tiny bird on your antler. That's adorable. Alright, let's try. I think this, unfortunately, XV88 is pooped out, but we'll try it. Sargarius, hello. How are ya? Welcome in. I'm looking at other colors to see if I got something similar. That might be close. Hold on. This bronze shadow I might steal because it's close. It's gonna comment on the Yakuza game. The thought, terms of service? I mean, you can talk about it. He's naked on a beach. There, I'll start it. I'll start it. The teaser for 8. I need to know what is going on. It does look like a crazy way to start. We do love the Yakuza games. We're gonna have to start streaming games like every stream so I can finally catch up on my backlog chat. That's what's gonna happen. I know it. I have to catch up. Oh, hi, yo. Hello, Argello. How are ya? We are working on some Moonstone minis today. They came in the mail, and I wanted to start them. So we're doing that. Sure, the Austin Powers action used? Sure. Trying to think if there's any other games I saw yesterday that I was really excited for. I think Avowed is the one I'm also excited to, like, see again. Because, like, they showed it off a while back, and then we haven't heard anything, and it looks like it's going to be real interesting. So I think that's the other one I was excited to see again. No, Nikki, that would not be acceptable, I'm afraid. I could allow you extra streams in order to get through your game's backlog. Not allowed. Oh, okay. Okay. But I need to. I have to finish playing Diablo. I have to learn Street Fighter. I have to play all these indie games that I want to play. I have to play Final Fantasy. It's a lot, Sly. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. Lamenting that 10th Ed has exposed me as a collector fraud. What's going on, Argillo? Oh, no. Oh, the creative censoring. They've done that in some of the other games, too. I mean, the one that Ishin had kind of similar. So Gary says, in the old 4th Ed Apocalypse, there's a supplement about a lot of Eldar and Dark Eldar throwing themselves to the deaths to prevent two hive fleets from merging. Eldar theory being if the hive fleets merge, their distinct adaptations become overwhelming together. That makes sense. There you go, chat. You have some reference if you wanted to look it up. Thank you, Sarkarius. Hey, Rat Nurgle, welcome in. How are you? This looks nice and gnarly. So this is a Wendigo from Moonstone. So normally we paint a lot of Warhammer. Today we're taking a Moonstone break, but this is the Wild Things box. So I've got, this is our Wendigo. This model is very dark in the photo, but we've got like our goat man named Gloom. And then we've also got Chubbs, the little satyr. But yeah, for anyone who may be new to stream, welcome in. Right now I'm working through a lot of salamanders, actually. So here is some of the Warhammery bits we've been working on. Got a Leviathan. Got our Stormhawk. So I'll be working on those after stream. But today we're taking a little break for Moonstone. Welcome on in. Ooh, yes, I do say. The other exciting thing, chat, is Kabanda is now all together, finished. He's getting clear coats later today. I'm very excited. He looks sick. So soon you guys will see more of Kabanda. I'm going to do a glaze of our green on the skin. See where that gets us. I want to just tie in all the nature-y colors to our shade. Probably do a little green, maybe a little purple, a bit of our brown. Just need to shade all this down. Very, very awesome. Kabanda is such a badass. Do you guys want to see him real quick? Sorry, I keep showing him off because I'm like stupid proud of him. So I know it's not what we're working on today, but like I'm really proud of him. If you stop streaming mini paint, my schedule would suffer beyond repair. Sorry. Sorry. I need to play more games. I won't play more games. We won't stop mini painting though. No. I'll meme about it, but we'll still do it. Okay, let me get Kabanda real quick because he's massive and I want to show him off. I keep forgetting how heavy he is. Let me zoom way the F out. But there is the whip. It's now on. We went with some glowy eyes. And then we got the hip plates on. Those had been separate. And then I painted the helmet separate. It doesn't actually go on with the regular face, but the client will have it then at least, so the full kit is painted. I would say we might have to switch to the, let's go to Cutie Cam for just a second so you guys can see how massive this is. Here he is. Next to my face. But if you guys are wondering about that price tag, this is why. Thank you. But there is Kabanda. And then that whip, because I talked about it going around him. Like, I don't think the photos really do it justice, just how large that is. But yeah, there is Kabanda. All done. So he's going to get, a few clear coats today and then reach back out to client and get him dropped off. I don't want to give him back, though, so Maybe I'm just like, sorry, I'll just pay you for it. Just kidding. He's got to go home. Sly says, assuming symmetry that I work in video games, I struggle with my painting backlog. You working in painting struggle with your video games backlog. Yeah, we just swap out. We just swap out. The spiky whip piece going between his legs mid-strike gives me anxiety. A little bit. Hopefully you can get that figured out. Trying to get the angle where you can see it. But my camera's also flipped, so it's hard. But yeah. Now ship it, despite it being local. If I had to pack this, I would cry. I would cry. Okay, let me go put him back. Where'd he go? Okay, now we have to zoom all the way back in. Meow. One wrong move, he's gonna be a sad little demon. So yeah, that was, Scott helped me get him together, and he'll get clear coats, and then he's ready to go home. Then I have the Moloch left, and we are to current projects. We've almost done it. Woo! Almost there. Let's see, Scott said about the whip. Not too bad, slightly annoying. Had to glue the tips down. Yeah, so we tried to secure him to the base the best we could. Because it is a little scary. Don't jinx her, yeah. But yeah, very glad that will be a local drop-off. That makes it a lot easier. I was gonna say, and then we're done with Forge World, but we're not. I have Eldar Forge World behind me. Are we allowed to give points for subs? We should. Is it not up? Do I owe you guys a thingy? It ended. Oh, okay. I'll get it ready for tomorrow, Avian. Yeah, we'll get that back up. For now, you can spend it on silly sound clips and things. I also owe you guys a Sub Sunday. So I was trying to find some more like unique projects we can do together. Is why I don't have it together just yet. Does anyone have anything you'd like to suggest for next Sub Sunday? I think part of it is I'd like to build some of the Harlequins in case we want to do that. We could do more Moonstone. We could do Malifaux. We could pick out another display piece. Anything you guys are feeling? Let's take both of those. Eludeba, we could do a pinup, yeah. What dastardly individual would do Forge World Eldari? Who indeed? Who would do such a thing? Harler wins! Nids, we do have Warhound Titans we could do. Yeah. How about chat? Pick a couple of those. What do you want to see? What do you want to see? Sounds like Harlequins gets a vote. I think I missed something. 1 second. Number says, I saw a copy of Leviathan up on eBay for $3,500. Why? Why? Oh yeah, Sub Sunday. Save the Harlequins for weekdays. I think either way, I'm going to start getting them together because the airbrushing will take some time. So building and airbrushing. But then when they're ready, we can try and bring them on. I'm digging the purple. I think we're going to stick with well, maybe that's okay. I just want it in the real heavy recess though. Okay. Harlequins would be cool. So we have over 2 to 3 hours after going up for pre-sale. Oh, I'm sorry. Missed everything while being out of town. Did you do Ender print the box again? So a lot of the retailers did like waves. So like they had a wave, and then later in the day they put up another wave. And it seems like most people were able to get a box. Chat, anyone in here that was not able to get one? I'm just curious. Who was not able to get Leviathan? Who has Harlequins? I do. I picked some up way back when we were working on my BL tan. So I have Harlequins. I guess they were banking on it going out of stock pretty quickly, probably, for the eBay one. Probably what they were doing. But also they can get in trouble for not having the product, which I hope people are reporting. Kind of sounds like a printer if it only lasts a few hours. Maybe not as bad as usual, but still not great. I think compared to like Indominus and stuff, it seemed to go pretty well. Trying to get my thoughts together here. I can understand it to a point because with COVID, like the number of people buying Warhammer has gone up significantly. So like even with forecast numbers, I could see them being off a bit. But it definitely went better than some of the other releases. Yeah. Landmine was good to me. Yeah, I think a lot of people here went through Landmine. Snagged a second wave box like 2 p.m. with no hassle. I do think the waves was a good idea. That seemed to help a lot of people. Like I was seeing on Twitter, people being able to do exactly what Exalted just said. Being able to go back later and still get a box. So I think that helped. Yeah, it's such a big release for 40K. And Keltis, welcome in. There are a bunch of Leviathan boxes on eBay still. With the crazy markup we were just looking at, or reasonable? JPIC, hello, how are ya? Keltis and JPIC, what are we up to today? We are painting a Wendigo from Moonstone. So this is one of the boxes I decided to go ahead and finally pick up from Moonstone. I'm enjoying him quite a bit. Still got a long way to go, but he's pretty cool, I think. On eBay, they go for $240, $250. Not sure if that price is bad or not. I thought it retailed for $250. Yeah, that sounds like it's in line, which is good to see. It's not the $3,500 one that Honor first found. They should be able to report the people for price gouging on eBay. Unless it's a charity auction, there's no reason to charge that much. I think the other thing is, and I guess some of the stores maybe have it early, you can't actually put up a listing for something you don't physically have. So I hope people are reporting for that too. At least we know everything was out of stock for months. They did, it seems, print enough, yeah. It does seem to have worked out for them. Alright, let's do, I'm just going to use a wash on the skull. The solution is not buy from scalpers. Yeah, they're doing what is literally permitted. Yep. Other than the if you don't actually have it thing. That rule you still have to follow, but I don't know how much that's actually enforced, so that's the tough either. How helpful would you rate chat today? I think you're pretty #super helpful. Are you here to ruin that? Or do you have something for chat? Are you hoping chat is helpful? I could have gotten minimum 3. I got through on multiple devices. I couldn't get the Death Guard heroes though. I think Replay was also trying to get the Death Guard. I kind of forgot that was even like a thing, if I'm honest. Leviathan was just kind of everything I was watching. I might need help. What you got, JPIC? What can we help with? He wants to bonk us. He's looking for an excuse. The least helpful. Get them. Get them. Guess the little character on Rules Lawyer in Discord was telling the truth. Buy them still up on eBay with minor discounts. Well, there you go. If you still wanted one, chat. I will point you, we are affiliated with both Mini Stomp and Element Games. I know Element is out. But if you want to check out any of what they've got, exclamation Element. Mini Stomp, I would imagine by now is probably out, but I don't know. But exclamation Mini Stomp if you're here in the States. Hey, you're doomed. Alright, I'm just doing some highlights on the little leaves on his back. I think I'm going to have to go in for the, needs a little bit more contrast. I think we're going to do some blue on the kind of lower leaves. Let's do, guess what color we're going to use? Dark sea blue. I see it with $5 off. As far as I can tell, shipping is included. Shipping for those big boxes is pretty pricey too, so keep that in mind. Alright, let's get some dark sea blue in here. I probably should have done this before the highlighting, but that's okay. If we need to come back in for more, we will do that. I was listening to this song earlier and it reminds me of Zelda a little bit. Element ran out pretty quickly from the look of things. JBix says, so I have another date on Saturday. We're going to cook together, which would be nice, but anxiety makes me feel like I'm going to be cooking for Gordon Ramsay. Now I need a good idea on what to make. Scott going to ramen. I feel like for summer, it's a little warm. Yeah, the 25-cent ones, yeah. Cup noodle it up. Here I was thinking maybe Scott would make me fancy ramen, but no, it's absolutely going to be cup ramen. As long as you can boil water, you're good. JBig's like, oh no. Should pick up Nocturne Green. It's so pretty. I probably should. It's hard when I already have so many paints. It'd probably be a good one to have. Ooh, homemade pizzas. I like that idea. That's a fun one for date. You can get some like fun ingredients and stuff for it. I'm with butts. Homemade pizza sounds really good. That sounds fun. You keep burning the water. It's got to do chicken. Yeah, if we get some chicken and like the soft-boiled egg. It's my favorite part of ramen. It's that egg. Give egg. Go to our stupid food and blindly pick one. I think the homemade pizza idea is really fun. I like that. You're making idiots here. Yeah, if you're cooking for Gordon Ramsay, why not? Just stay on brand there. I think pizzas. You could even make the dough, yep. Scorch Panda, hello, how are ya? I forgot to ask you, how is your show that you went to? You're helping, you are. Thank you, chat, for all the good ideas. I now also want a pizza date. That sounds really fun. I found... This is... If you've ever done keto, you've probably seen this recipe. But the people that make the pizza crust out of, like, chicken... So it's like straight up canned chicken, but you make it into a crust. I want to try it. That's part of my protein quest. I need to try it. I have all the stuff. I just haven't taken the time to make it yet. Shaved asparagus on pizza. No sauce is my go-to fancy pizza. So wait, it's just... So just crust and shaved asparagus? If you've got no sauce? Do you still get cheese and stuff? It does sound fancy, though. I wouldn't think of asparagus on pizza. Show was decent. Sound mixing was not great, but still had fun. Well, I'm glad it was fun. Cheese also. Okay, so crust, cheese, asparagus. That does sound very fancy. Not something I would think of, but I would try it. I'll try it. Get on that pizza date. Make pizza. Chat is very helpful. They are, aren't they? Yeah. They like to say they're not, but chat's pretty helpful. Thank you, chat, for fun date ideas. I appreciate it. Salta says, I did that once, the chicken crust pizza. It was pretty good. Would do again if I had a better... Oh, so food processor. Okay, I'm going to keep that in mind. I do have a food processor. I may lug that out for it then. I'm trying to decide because I finished my 75 days with my challenge. So I am down 4 pounds and I've put on a couple pounds of muscle. I think with this next round I want to work in like about a month of low carb. So recipes like that, I'm going to start getting stuff together for it. Because I've had good results with low carb before. So I just want to like kickstart the weight loss part of it. Like the cut part of it. Got her and sounds good, Tink. See you later. Hopefully, hope errands go well. We'll get you next time. Shave asparagus with a vegetable peeler. Toss the shreds in olive oil, salt, and pepper. Bellissimo. I would try that. That sounds good. Scorch Band says, I need to get my happy pills from the pharmacy. Someone tell me to go. I'm sorry. Tell me to go so I do it instead of watching Nikki. That's okay. You can go get the pills, and then you can come back, and then we'll keep partying. Those are important. Make sure to go get those. I am cheering you on to go get the pills. We will be here. Plus, more of the Wendigo will be done when you get back. Beer back sounds good. We'll be here. And you can see how far we made it. Okay, now we speed paint the Wendigo to impress Scorch Panda. What is everyone else up to today? What do we got? I mentioned Sadie's got a booster shot, so we're going to go do that. I'll be watching the video game coverage. And then, yeah, some work in between those to get Cabanda clear-coated and go up to the post office. Got some stuff to send out and hopefully pick up. That's kind of my day. Hey, Jill Decoy, welcome in. How are you today? We are working on some Moonstone today. We normally work on a lot of Warhammer. I needed a little bit of a break from that. So today it is Moonstone. What are you up to? I got this, got 2 different warbands in the mail last week, and I wanted to start in. Bandit Goblin says, managing my pain today so I can function is my goal today. I hope that you feel better. Hope that you find something that works for today. Sorry that you're dealing with that. Let's see, the rest of this week, I think, I'm not sure if we'll get back to salamanders. I feel like that's the next thing that I've got, like, prepped and ready to go. I kind of want to get back to Seraphon as well. strap? What is this? So I've got my chargers that I need to airbrush. And then I've got that Agrodon that we built yesterday. So maybe I can get one of those ready. And then I think we might do Diablo on Wednesday again. That was kind of fun. There's new drops this week. So for the Diablo peeps, make sure you're in a stream getting drops. I think it was for Sorcerer this week. But yeah, I might do that. Might do some Diablo. Gotta go do house stuff. You got this. Have a good stream. Have a good one, Jesse. Thanks for coming by. Hope the rest of it goes well. Good luck with house. Busy day for everyone today. I was trying to decide how I want to do the salamander that we built yesterday too. If we want to just stick with the box art or if I would change anything. I feel like the box art works just fine for it, but figure that out before I start airbrushing. Can you think of like... I couldn't think of like a nerdy reference for it even. For the salamander. Because that was my thought too, but nothing was like coming to mind. Bill, welcome in. Where's the I just want a murder clip? Work is fun today. I'm sorry. I think just Slam has that right now. I hope that your day gets better. Welcome on in. We are painting a Wendigo. He's looking very creepy, which is perfect. What pocket monster does it look like? Yeah, I don't know that there's a, I don't know what Pokemon he would be. Maybe I'd take a look later, Evian. I couldn't come up with anything off the top of my head, because I had the same thought, but I didn't have anything in mind. Have we done Charmander's out? So we've got Charizard. Maybe we do need to do a separate Charmander. Because my Carnosaur is Charizard. Maybe Chameleon? Or, Charmeleon? Just goofed up. Bring in more of the red? I don't know. They do have very different color schemes now that you say that. Maybe Charmeleon needs a salamander. That makes sense, right? I feel like the music's a little loud. Hold on. Oh, maybe it wasn't. Now I can't hear it at all. Alright, there's that. I gotta figure out what color. He's got like a cloth around his waist. I'm kind of feeling like a red-brown. Kind of keep it still in the kind of more neutral colors. Kind of earthy colors is kind of what I'm going for. Maybe this whole red. It's a very brown red. Let's try it. If we don't like it, we'll pick something else. I think what else is going on. Yeah, I just want to go play more games. Want to play more Diablo. Want to go play Final Fantasy. That's pretty much it for me, chat. I feel kind of boring today, but that's okay. And then, yeah, catching up on Bleach. I'll probably binge through more of that tonight. I don't know if I'll make it in time for the new stuff, but, like, if I can, that would be pretty cool. Especially when I'm skipping all the filler and stuff. It seems like it could be doable. Guess, does anyone have any hobby questions? This might be a good time to do some of that. Anything we're working on? Not sure on? I need to shade his back more. Didn't do like anything there. Hey Panda, welcome in. How are ya? We're doing well. How are you? We are working on a Wendigo from Moonstone. Any tricks to avoid bubbles when brushing on varnish? I'm trying to remember the last time I brushed on varnish. Chat, for those who brush on varnish, do we have any tips we would share? Hey Mikey, welcome in. These are resin. So this is from this kit. So this is Moonstone. This is our boy over here. But they are all resin. How are you? Welcome on in. We've got the Wild Things, and then I also picked up Outlanders. So those are the two kits that I've got. Less varnish on the brush to avoid less bubbles. Neat. I thought so. I think they're pretty cool. What you up to, Mikey? Yeah, Bill's tip there in general for less bubbles, even with like paint. That, and if you can kind of get it sorted on your palette before, I guess varnish, you wouldn't have it on palette. I was just going to say, if you can get it kind of sorted there before you even go to the mini, that can help. But if you're going straight from the varnish, then that doesn't help. You have so many games. I do. I need more time to paint and play all of them. These I've looked at with several conventions, and then I had some Element Games store credit. So I decided to hop in. I'm glad we did, because he's been fun. The local game store messaged me they can allocate me in the Leviathan box. Now I'm in trouble. I was worried I wouldn't get one, and now I've got 3. I mean, you can tell them no. Just have them go to the next person on the list. Just because they can doesn't mean they have to. You know? Being lazy? That sounds good to me. Enjoy a lazy time. I would say if you've already got yours, Rebray, let them go to the next person then. Unless you really think you need 3. Guess I've been slapping it on, trying to get through it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would say definitely slow it down a little bit. I guess just being more aware of it as you're doing it too, to smooth out the bubbles as they come up. Let's see, Panda says, continue with my heroes from A Song of Ice and Fire. Lazy peon. I think it's tough, especially when you've got like a full army you're working on. It's hard to get motivated to keep going at it. Alright, let's get one more highlight on the skin. I think it needs it. Let's stick with Ragar. Yeah. I should probably use the airbrush, but it's all the way downstairs. I always airbrush my varnish, so. Unless it's something like gems, where I'll go back and do just the gems by hand. I think it's easier and you get the nice even coat. So I guess that's my actual answer, is I'll load up the airbrush. have a whole starter box. Oh, from Greyjoy's. Nice. I think I've played one game. Song of Ice and Fire. Decided it wasn't for us. But I see it at the game store every now and then. So I know that it's still got that kind of whole force to paint up. Guess GW decided to hook up local game stores a little more. I know, it seems like a lot of this is being done in waves too. So they're told a number. And then some stores can increase, which just kind of like goes down the chain. So depending on like some of those bigger stores, how much they took, some of the other stores can now get some more. Song of Ice and Fire, the acronym is something else. It works though. It always, sometimes that's the tough part with stream, is there's so many abbreviations and things. That one we know though. Alright, I'm just doing another highlight over all of the skin tones. Just kind of a little bit more contrast. Then we'll finish up the leathers. Trying to decide how much more I want to do to the leaves on his back. I feel like they need a little bit more work before I'm happy with them. And then we might start our little satyr. Got some skin tone work to do on him. Will, hello. How are ya? When the son and mom are napping, the Williams keyboard gets to clacking. How the heck are ya? We're good. How are you? Are you sure you don't also need nap? I'm here to look out for you. Do you also need nap? Welcome, welcome in. True, about the adjustment after initial allocation happens. Lately, though, allocation just means we're getting 2 copies, yeah. But that they do that with the larger releases, I know. So it seems like that's kind of what's happening now, is once those bigger stores are taken care of, others can get like other waves. Hopefully, a very small local game store got his requested numbers. Picking up 3 copies, 2 for me and my brother, 1 for a mate. Go and grab a Luba model. Don't listen to them. It's okay, we're just doing Wendigo today. We have creepy model instead of Ludba model. Jack gets to clapping, that's right. Keep painting your Wendigo, we will. Today you are safe. Another day, not so much. What did you think of all the video game news, William? Anything you're excited for? This boy is creepy and I love him. I love him. I have the Wendigo for Arena Rex also. Just because he's cool. They're just creepy and I love them. It's got like bones on his arm. I'll get that real quick. I guess anyone else who has come in, do we, any video game announcements we're excited for? They showed off Starfield yesterday. We saw more Fable yesterday. A whole bunch of indie games, which all look amazing. Trying to think of some of the other big announcements. Payday 3. Not for me, but it was cool to see. What am I missing, chat? Nothing that would make me go shut up and take my money. That's fair. I feel like we're at the point where like a lot of the things we saw a few years ago are now like coming out. They're a lot closer, which is cool to see. But yeah, I filled up the wish list for later. Check all that out later. Capcom messed me up with Street Fighter, and I'm happy with that. Capcom has their thing today. Hoping to see my boy Rashid there. And I guess whatever they've got for Monster Hunter. Silk Song. No Silk Song. No Silk Song. I know that it got delayed, but I don't remember to what. I know they wanted to take some more time for it, but I don't remember what they said. Must get good clothing from the other fighters. That's right. Gotta get that drip. You know who I'm hoping to see? Who's that? No money for games. New Space Marine kit's coming. True. Anyone clothes. Clothes everywhere. Clothes on all the bodies. That's fine, I guess. It's not for me, but if that's what you're... Every inch. No. I say no. Boo, cloves. That's right. Sly says, hey, William, you should definitely check out the Yakuza trailer from yesterday then. Yes, absolutely. I think Will would love this game. Absolutely. I keep calling them, yeah. It's like a dragon now. They have rebranded, and I need to update what I call them. Amy says, spend so much time trying to do side quests and complaining. We're all of them without realizing you have to complete the main quest to figure out who to fight. Yes, you do have to keep doing the main quest for the new stuff, for the new fighters. I've been trying to do a mix. I'm trying to do as much like side quests as I can as I like go along with World Tour mode. I need to get back to it. So Paintball says, I came back from my meeting to see Daddy Will going off in all caps. Did someone introduce him to a new term or something? Not yet. You've come back in time for us to teach Will new things. Not just yet. I will never rebrand. I know. I'm always going to call them Yakuza games. Even if that's not what they're calling them. That's what I'm going to keep calling them. What color is your little bird, Wendigo? You have a little bird on your antlers, which is adorable, but they have like a little robin or something, which I guess is cute. You could do that. It's very tiny, but it's cute. I kind of want to go like black so it stands out a little bit more, though. I'll come back to that. I do want to work on these leaves somewhere. I feel this is a trap. It may be a trap. No, please, no new terms. My lexicon is large enough. He did get to learn Smash the other day, which made me happy. I'm glad I could teach Smash to Will. That would certainly be a kerfuffle. Kerfuffle's a good word. What is happening right now? Chat's descended into anarchy. Chat's always anarchy. Yep. Always. Wouldn't have it any other way. What is happening is it is a Monday. It's a Monday. We're all just making it through it today. Just how it goes on the old twitch.tv. Anarchy is the key to a good chat. True. True. There are some days where it is just, oops, all anarchy. And they're great. Oops, all anarchy. It'll only be Monday if you've worked the past several weekends. Yeah, that's a good point. Also a quieter chat today because I don't have Warhammer on, which is just Part of Twitch. Just part of how it goes. I am the linchpin of your chatting experience, chatlings. I like chatlings. I'm gonna steal that. Alright, we're gonna shade down our leather. He does have some little bones as well in the leather. Like on his shoulder. Get that real quick. Whereas Slam is probably working. He busy boy. This feels like he's not even here. You can't blame him today. Nope. He busy boy. He's becoming Dr. Slam. I was feel guilty talking to the mini painter because I feel like they need to concentrate. I mean, I have not been concentrating for about an hour and a half. Talk away, friendo. Nope, my job is to do this and talk to you guys. Never be afraid to ask questions. That's my job. If Slam was a Pokemon, what would he evolve into after getting his PhD? That's a good question. Are there any doctor Pokemons? Sorry, he's supposed to have an ear in here somewhere, but we also have the bird. It's kind of hard to tell what's what. I feel like this is ear. And then that goes into burb. We'll go ahead and do the robin and see if we've got like enough room. Let's do a different brown though. I'm gonna layer some browns in here. Maybe this. So Paintball says, I started putting together the Dark Eldar Combat Patrol, and I thought I hated the Archon model. Then I got it in hand and built. Now I really hate it. That thing will never see paint or the table. Oh no. That's not what you want starting a new army. I'm sorry you don't like it. I can understand. I don't super like it either, but Smashmon? Slammon turns into Smashmon. What is your favorite candy bar? Ask Will. As I think about mine. I'm gonna come back to that. Not Slipknot, welcome in. How are you? Slam becomes a Chansey. That's true. He would be. Yeah. And Alakazam, super smart. He's just over there bending spoons with his brain. That's what I like about painting. He's a different part of the brain than talking, listening for the most part. I think Slam is currently a Mime Junior. Will evolve into Dr. Mime. I like that. I have the 3rd edition female Archon model I'll be using. It's all good. Oh, but let's go in with the Milky Way. Favorite candy bar. So my favorite candy is actually gummy bears. But if I had to go with a candy bar, probably a Kit Kat. I like Kit Kat a lot. My Halloween candy is Butterfinger. I love Butterfingers. They're so good. But probably a Kit Kat overall. How about you, Bill? What's your favorite candy bar? Kit Kat's a solid choice. I think that's... I need something crunchy is the big thing for me. I have to have something in there crunchy. Let's see. You see, I'm currently finding myself to go outside. On one hand, I could get some groceries. On the other, I don't know why. For some reason, I can't get myself to leave the apartment. I know that exact feeling, and it's really hard. Are you able to go a little bit longer without the groceries? I'll be honest, I'm a bad person to ask because I do grocery delivery for that same reason. I just have it delivered to me. Because I also don't want to go out and do it. Sour gummy bears, yep. I would do ungodly things for yeah, the Haribo sour gummy bears. Yeah, absolutely. Bill's going with Snickers. I think that's Scott's favorite. Scott likes Snickers. Slamus is always here. Yeah, Slamus is the man beside you. Slamus is all around. He doesn't become Pokemon. He becomes demon. Could always order food, yeah. I'm also not going to starve. If you're just not feeling it, if you can't get yourself, you can't do the pep talk, I totally understand that. Do what you gotta do, I say. Baby Ruth's favorite candy bar? To walk around the glorious stores? No. I went to 2 different stores this weekend and loved it. No. At least not the grocery store. I could do it with, like, other stores. I don't mind it every now and then, but I think especially if I'm looking for, like, treats. So if I'm looking for, like, D&D snacks, then I don't mind going to the store because I'll find things I wouldn't have thought of otherwise. But nah, not my thing. Not my thing. Zero suit Slamus. Maybe I just have to beat myself about it and just accept that I won't get groceries today. I think that's what I'm trying to say, yeah. If you don't need to do it today, don't worry about it. That's okay. It's okay. As someone else who's trying to be better about beating myself up, sometimes it's okay to wait till tomorrow. If you've got what you need, you got what you need. Alright. Wendigo's looking pretty cool, I think. What do you guys think? I still want to work on the leaves a bit more, but like for an hour and a half worth of work, pretty happy with that. pretty happy with that. One of the grocery stores. Oh, it's a Walmart, so it's convenient. Yeah, I feel like Target. I could like wander around and they tend to have enough new stuff that I can look at. I guess kind of in that same bucket. More general candy, Sour Patch Kids. I've said it before. I only eat Sour Patch Kids until I'm in the hospital. Sour Patch Kids are pretty good. The Sour Haribo are still my favorite, but Sour Patch pretty good. Alright, I think I'm going to leave them there for now. I'm going to try and find some more of the leather colors a bit later. But I think we're going to move to our little satyr. Little Chubbs. Let's get him. So here's our second mini. Chubbs. He is, I love his little determined face as he's pulling back his bow and arrow. Let's start him. Get this little cutie started. I'm going to use that saddle brown again as a base coat for our skin. Wondering if I start with the skin color and then glaze back down. I haven't done that in a bit. Maybe we do that. Back when I was working at retail candy store, we sold the Haribo candies, but also, ooh, chocolate covered Oreos? That's dangerous right there. That is a dangerous, dangerous sentence right there. Let's start with the skin color and we'll glaze down. We can bring some of those same shadow colors that way. So I'm just going to go with tan shadow. One time I ate too many Sour Patch Kids before bed. Mrs. Butts said I just sat upright groaning like a zombie most of the night. Oh no. Oh no. I have definitely gotten a tummy ache from some of the sour candies. I have to be careful. Not quite that miserable, but I will make myself sick. So Paintpot asks, for those who eat cookies and milk, are you dunkers? Do you like to dunk the cookie into the milk? I like to. I also really like a cup of coffee with a cookie. Dunk it into the coffee. Redwood says, I once ate a bag of sour Skittles that had been left in the car overnight in winter. Turns out they burn your tongue when frozen. Holy shit, Ravenlord. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Couldn't find a search. I will send you, we'll figure that out, Sly. Because I have it set to private. I didn't want just like random people joining us. Is why it's not going to pop up in the search. But we should be able to get you in because we are buddies on BattleNet. So let me see how to do that. Or if Scott can help here while we're streaming. But yeah, we'll get you in. Full show. So Paintball says, I got trolled by my coworkers when I lived in Oregon about being a dunker, but it's pretty common down here where I grew up. I feel like that's pretty common in general. Oregon not dunking cookies. Interesting. We also had a bar across from us, so people would stumble out drunk and be like, I really need some candy right now. Good business plan for the owners? I think so. That's a location, Muffin Princess. Now, just are you dunker? If you dunk, do you want it soaked through or just coated in milk? I like soaked through, but also you have to be careful because sometimes the cookie will fall apart. And then you just end up with like cookie cereal. Yeah, I almost spilled paint pot. Almost to the point of breaking, but you gotta take the cookie back out right before. Guess it's raining. But says, as a kid, I burned off all my taste buds off my tongue eating Sour Patch Kids. Holy shit. I am not as dedicated to the sour candies as you guys. I like them, but I'm not doing that. I'm not quite that dedicated. Let's see, Mikey says, I'm loving the change to the Space Marine Repulsor. Instead of a laundry list of guns, I have 2 to 3 big ones. All the small ones, just one combined profile. That seems to be across the board what I'm hearing. So I have downloaded my Space Wolf rules, but I haven't read them yet because of stream. That seems to be the approach they're taking. So that you're not spending 20 minutes shooting like the same unit or the same vehicle. Welcome back, Squash Panda. Glad you got him. We have... Okay, so here. Since I said we'd have Wendigo progress, I'm moving on from him for now. He's looking cool, I think. I want to do a little bit more for contrasty stuff. But for now, we've moved on to our little satyr. His name is Jubs. And I'm just base coating some skin tone because we're going to do some shading on it later. I didn't realize this later. As I said, they're dangerous to my well-being, apparently. My goodness. Now I understand. I understand the depth of which it is dangerous to well-being. Trying to think if there's any like summery treats that I've been missing or that I want. I do want to. Sonic has their slushes and I've not gotten one yet. I kind of want to go get a slush. Popsicles? We do we'll get popsicles for a couple weeks and then we're just done with popsicles. Is there one that you really like, Scorch Panda? We're like, oh, these are just so like nice and convenient and nice and cool. And then we like burn ourselves out on popsicles. I don't know what it is. But it's every summer we kind of do that. But yeah, usually summer is like, I'll go to Sonic and just get a massive slush. Nothing specific, just tasty cold sweet treats, yeah. That's gonna need another coat, but that's okay. It's at least started. Let's go ahead and start his little goat legs. I'm gonna get some Rhinox out for that. Because I've been dieting a lot. Because I'm down 4 pounds, and that feels pretty good. Wait, Sadie ringing a bell emote. Little shame, Sadie. Let's see, I have another concert tomorrow. Oh, Garbage and Metric? Nice. Do you get like a lot of shows where you're at, Scorch Panda? I used to go to a lot of shows in like high school. And it was basically like if you wanted to go that weekend, there was something you could go to. It's been a while since I went to anything now, but I used to go pretty often. But yeah, with the 75-day challenge, Sonic a little harder to fit in there. I need to see what the slushes are, actually. I think they have some, like, low sugar ones you can do. It's just all that sugar. Utah gets a decent amount of shows, yeah. I'm going to, like, 5 or 6 this year. That's awesome. Nikki went to the rock show. Total scene girl. I went to a lot of metal shows, yeah. I had, I basically had, like, 3 different groups of friends that would go to different things. So, if I wanted to go, I basically could. I could. And I did. That was a lot of my high school. I did go to metal shows, yeah. I love metal. Dex, hello! Thank you so much for that sub for 38 months of support. Thank you, thank you. How are you today? Here's a little these days that the rarity of my viewer card is approaching shiny first print Japanese Charizard at this stage. We are always happy to have you, Dex. How are you? I know that, especially this time of year, everyone gets real busy. So we are happy to have you. What you up to today? What you been working on? Forgot about the diet when I typed it. It's all good. It's all good. I'm trying to be good. Trying to not Taco Bell it up. I think I will do one as a treat before I go back to my next training arc. I've been able to fit in pizza so far, which is nice. But if I do my my low carb again, I'll have to leave that out for a little bit. But yeah, that's why. That's right, we're on Cell Games arc now. We are becoming working on my perfect form. We moving on to the next villain. I am. That's about as good as I can report. Well, I hope that it gets better. I am glad that you are. I'm glad that you're here. Trying to catch up my building backlog for Leviathan drops and utterly destroys me again. I know that we were talking a little bit with the Legends stuff. Are you keeping all of your dreadnoughts and stuff? What's your plan? Since you brought up 10th. Alright, he's just standing on rocks and stuff. So much of his is base coated that we might have to also work on Goat Boy. Gonna go to the hyperbolic time chamber? Yep, I think that's the next 75 days here. Or at least the low carb part, I think is time chamber. Time. GT arc is when I go completely backward and I try to gain weight. Well, I am trying to gain muscle. But not, yeah. I have gained muscle. I wish I could put a number to it. I think that would help me feel better, but not how it works. We getting strong. Damn, now I watch Dragon Ball Kai. There's actually one of the movies that I never watched that I kind of want to throw on. Like, maybe if I make a good chunk in Bleach here. I threw my movie on to watch. I just never watched it. That's right, Bill. We get strong. It's felt a lot better this time, going for strong instead of weight loss. Feel much, much better. You know? Alright, there's that. We've got his little bow, which I think we'll use the, I wish XP88 wasn't completely garbo. Let me see it. Hold on. I can revive some of this. Yeah. Dex says, I'm trying to figure that out still. The update basically kicked about 23 of my dreadnoughts and drop pods out of the game, which is kind of hard to feel good about. Trying to decide whether I sell them, shelve them, build a giant diorama for them, and leave them in a glass case for 20 years. I think it's hard knowing how well they would sell. Like, are there enough, like, heresy people? Or people still playing 40k just with, like, friends that would pick them up? I think that's the hard part. Well, I'm mad. I got us a king-size bed, yes. Yes. Bill says, I think the closest number you can have to muscle gain is body fat percentage. Some of the scales out there that did not awful or better accuracy. Probably. I think I would have to look into that. You're probably right, Bill. New Reaper paints coming today? Aw, yes. What'd you get, Scorch Panda? And judging for Leviathan box, not too long now. We are close. Close to Leviathan. I have been denied a nap because mom and baby have taken up the whole bed. My wife won't scoot. Will needs nappy. That is impressive that they've managed to take the whole bed. Good for them. Good for them, I'd say. That is impressive. He cries and flails like his son does. I learned it from you. Yeah, you do have the couch. What do you mean good for them? Who said you? I'm just saying that sounds really nice. Don't goof up their nap. That sounds magical. Let's see. Scorch Panda's got pale green, jade green, a copper verdigris, because Scott told me to, and undead flesh. The copper verdigris is a very pretty color, even if you're not using it for, like, non-metallic. It's very pretty. Oh, we have no couch. Oh, you're in a hotel room. Okay. Well. Well. Maybe you just scooch your way in yourself, you know? Learn the secrets of passive-aggressive married life. Uh-oh. I'm definitely in the camp of if Bebe is sleeping, mom should be sleeping. But also, you should be sleeping. You could curl into a ball at the foot of the bed like a doggo. There you go. Make use of that king-size bed. Curl up and make yourself a spot. I'm gonna dip her hand in warm water. Well, then none of you are gonna get the bed. Dex says, this is part of the problem. The market for them isn't exactly stressed right now, so it'd probably take a significant loss on them to shift on. The other end of the problem is that nobody here plays Horus Heresy, so I'd be immediately into shipping assembled Forge World models, and you know what that's like, I sure do. It's a nightmare. It might be worth, yeah, holding on and seeing what's gonna happen. Squarespace says he said to do one of my knights in it, and I said I'd name it after him, so I shall. That's gonna be pretty. Write down every time you've been good to them without mentioning it to them. Then The rage is put on by the same together. Bring out the list. Yeah, that's a good way for more rage. Well, I'm not married, so yep. This has been Relationship Corner with Nikki. Don't do that. That's my advice. Don't do that. There is the tub. All right, chat, you're back. Oh no. Oh no. Got Will sleeping in a tub now. I'm excited for this, the next update. See where Will ends up. Alright, I know that's really messy, but skin tones have started at least. Oh, chat. What am I supposed to do with you today? What am I gonna do with you? Alright, I'll keep working on skin tones, I guess. I'm gonna keep rocking the Reaper triad here. Excuse me. Hi, Zadie. One time I got food poisoning so bad. I tried laying in the tub because I was sick of getting up over and over again. I'm so damn tall I couldn't fit. Oh no. But yeah, like if that's where you need to be. My husband tongue is firmly planted in my cheek. Might not be my mouth cheek though. I'm like 1.75 Nikki's tall. I am a unit of measurement now. Which actually kind of works because I'm right at 5 foot. So I am a pretty easy unit of measurement. I was gonna say, I feel like bathtub would even be uncomfy for me if you're trying to sleep. Not a lot of space. Unless you got a fancy one. I need a barf bucket. Blech. Food poisoning is rough. Rough go. Oh. Come on. Yeah, at least one of them. Well, it says, I've taken the spare bedding and made a nest in the giant jacuzzi tub. Thank you, past me, for springing for the nicer tub. But curse you, past me, for not springing for the sweet with sofa bed. Ask me anything, chat. We have now nested in the tub. Life is good. Enjoy your nest. Oh, did we have brunch? I may have missed things. Brunch was bussin' for real. That's why that wife is snapping. Bussin'. For real, no cap. You should turn off the tub. Actually turn on the jets when you flop in the tub. That's the best way to wake up. You're already there. Alright, let's get the base back to black as well, so it's just easier to see. Brunch is like the meal of the day here in Hilton Head. What all did you have? I have to know. What did we have for brunch? I'll be honest, I kind of like a brunch or like late breakfast and then like being full till dinner. That's kind of nice. Makes the day really easy, especially if you're trying to do vacation-y type stuff. We could find almost nowhere, but the one we did find was only available because someone had not shown up for their reservations. Holy cow. Well, yeah, I guess if that's the thing to do, everyone's got reservations and everything. Goodness. Had a breakfast platter. Cass said California Benedict. That sounds really good. That sounds really, really good. Sorry, trying to decide what I want to highlight his little fur with. Let's start with his eyeballs first. Put those in. What on earth is a breakfast platter? I'm assuming that would be meats, eggs, some sort of pastry. A mix of things would be my guess. But yeah, what all you got? Hi, Sadie. You helping? All I see is you didn't get us breakfast too, right? What's up with that? What's up with that? I had flapjacks with bacon, sausage, poached eggs, biscuits, and scalloped potatoes. That sounds so good. That sounds so good. Doug, thank you so much for that sub for 7 months of support. Thank you, thank you. How are you today? Hey ho! What you up to? We are working on some Moonstone today. And trying to convince Will to give us some of his breakfast. That's our day. How are you? Soul Paint Bun says, I'll make breakfast, brunch, and or barbecue for anyone that comes and helps me put these tiny dark Eldar together. There you go, chat. If you're looking for some brunch and barbecue. Just cost you some assembly time. The Jang, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome everybody coming in. Oh, Gundam and Lego fans, bringing happiness, positivity, and colorful plastic models. Welcome in everybody. How we doing? How was the stream? Tell me all about it. Welcome, welcome. Hi Chewy, Robot Wizard, hello. Pinoy, hello. How we doing today? Let's see, we got Victoria's, welcome in. Kyle Gates, hello. The Jang, hello. Nato Potato, welcome in. If you're new to my stream, hello, I'm Nikki. We usually paint a lot of Warhammer. We're taking a little bit of a break today to paint Moonstone, which is a skirmish game. So before this boy, we were working on a Wendigo. So getting him together. Trying to go with very earthy vibes kind of across the board here. But yeah, usually we paint Warhammer. Here's some of the salamanders I've been working on. So if we like Gunpla, I've got kind of a mech for you. Here is our Leviathan Dread. We've also got this this flyer. So a Stormhawk. What else have I got on the table? Got a lot of like random stuff I'm finishing. I've also got this Demon Prince we were working on. But yeah, welcome in everybody. We come in peace with only good vibes. We will take these good vibes. I give good vibes back. How are you? How was the stream? What were we working on today? Bill, thank you so much for that gifted sub to Chewy. Enjoy those emotes and that sub. There's a Gundam carrot that looks almost exactly like the Stormhawk. Nice. Welcome on in. It's been a while since I have built some Gunpla. I had some Iron-Blooded Orphans kits that I was working on. And I also have a perfect grade Wing Zero that I don't know if I'm going to get to. It was really intimidating. But it's, I have built Gunpla, but it's been a while. But welcome on in, everybody. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. I know it's a little different working on Warhammer versus Gunpla or Lego. But more miniatures, more colorful miniatures. So thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Is there a difference between Gundam and Gunpla? So interchangeable in that Gunpla is the model itself, where Gundam refers to the, like, in the animes and things, like the actual, like, suit. So Gunpla is just the plastic kit. Gundam stream when? Never. No, I'm gonna sell it, probably. Probably gonna sell it. It's all close enough. I kind of use them interchangeably. But if you wanted to be specific, that's what the difference is. So Gunpla for plastic. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Anyone else building some Gunpla, some Lego today? What kits have we been working on? We are happy to have you. If you'd like to see some of the other stuff I have worked on, I have my socials. So Instagram probably the easiest way, but I'm also on Twitter and TikTok. And we have our Discord if you want to come join us, show off what you're working on, all that good stuff. So welcome in, everyone. Technically not Gundam, but real close. The V-33 Stork carrier in Bandai's new mecha series. Let's see, today I worked on a 1/12 square, General Grievous model, but was just playing Diablo. Nice. What class are you rocking on Diablo? I've been playing a druid and loving it. It's so much fun. Anyone else coming over that raid? We're playing Diablo. I think we're going to stream Diablo on Wednesday again. I'm having too much fun with it. It's been so good. Like, I was excited for Diablo, but now having played it more, it's so good. I haven't slept in 20 hours. Brain's extra messy. All good. All good. I am still doing the werebear. Yeah. It's, we moved up to World Tier 3. So I kind of went back to being a little squishier than I would like, but building back up. So continuing the build with the druid. We started a rogue on stream, and I'm wondering if I would continue rogue on stream or if we switch over to the druid. I feel like I can get a few more pieces. Maybe we do druid. Let me grab one more paint. Where's my highlight color? Maybe it has to wait till after stream. I don't see it. No, werebear, there bear. Let's see, I was a top 10 ladder player in Diablo 2. Did a lot of Diablo 3, but not too much. Going super casual before the sorcerer. Also flipped to World Tier 3 and did my first world boss at the level. I love the world boss stuff. Like the Hell Tides are fun. The world bosses are fun. It's just having that many people just roll up on something and nuke it. It's just fun. Well, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Chat, you know what to do. If you want to check out some Gunpla, some Lego, some more Diablo, go give a follow to the Jang. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Let's work on his hair. I was gonna do that. We got friends joining us. The PvE co-op is so smooth, yeah. Like, everything just feels real nice, you know? Let's go with that. And we'll go with that. Should kind of be a second set of eyes on Discord when I post my Tau squad. Because my model's not a gift. I wouldn't bother you. You never bother me, Avian. It never bothers me when you post your stuff. Absolutely post your stuff. You are always free to post your stuff. Even if I can't look at it like that night, someone else can definitely look at it. So post away. That is the point. Even the people I've run into in the PvP zone have been live and let live. We're more concerned with the gear, right? Like, once everyone's geared out, I'm sure that will change. But at this point, it's... everyone wants to be leveled up. I have lots of friends in miniatures. Love to watch this work in your setup and stream. This is great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so you've got friends with miniatures. Have you thought about it yourself? Or sticking with the Gunpla? It's funny. Every time we talk in here about assembling miniatures, I always talk about Gunpla and like how satisfying that build is. When you get the pieces that just like pop into place. You don't really get that with Warhammer minis. Some of the newer ones have it. But I think Gunpla is a more satisfying build. I see friends do that stuff, so I don't have to. Fair. Fair. I know, I'm trying to convert them over, chat. Don't listen to chat. He's very bothered by you, that's right. Very, very bothered. It is tough when, I mean, the Lego too. These hobbies are pricey. Video gaming as well. They do get a little pricey. But yeah, welcome in. If anyone has any questions about these miniatures, about Warhammer, let me know. Happy to help with what I can. We've also been watching all of the Summer Game Fest stuff this week. Anyone excited for video games coming up soon? I know Starfield was the big thing yesterday. Fable looked interesting. I've actually not played the other Fable games, and I'm wondering if I should go back and do so. I feel like I looked before, and it was kind of hard to actually get to them. Maybe on the Xbox itself I could. Video games, that's right. Full-time Lego for 10 years. Our Gunpla like 2 years ago. Already 50 kids in. It's too easy to do that, isn't it? Go faster, chat. Oh no, I can't scroll up. I can't scroll up. This was made by the Smash Fist King. I can't wait for Todd Howard to lie to me again. Yep. I want Starfield to do well. I'm not in the camp of like crazy excited for it, but I'll try it on Game Pass. So far the loop on video games right now. I'm still playing Binding of Isaac and just started Risk of Rain 2. That's okay. By the time you get to them, Spill Paint Pot, they're on like sales and things, which is a great way to do it. You get to take your time, enjoy all the games, pick up the sales when you're ready. That's a good way to do it. Avian deceased. I found it. I found it. That's our will. That's our will. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Hey Shadowsun, excited for the Cyberpunk expansion? I still need to play Cyberpunk. And I think that's finally gonna get me to do it. How are ya? I was excited for Cyberpunk, and then, you know, it had Cyberpunk issues. Now that everything's been kind of fixed up, I think it's time for me to finally hop in. I was very sad when Cyberpunk was having its issues, because I'd been excited for it, but maybe now's the time. For Cyberpunk, does the car drive better now? Cyberpunk players, what do we think? I have no idea what they have updated or what they still plan to update, so I cannot answer. Oh yeah, cars were and are awful. The bikes are easier than the cars to drive. Alright, let's try our XV88 again. Feeling, I think we're just gonna go really pale on his skin for more contrast on him. There's not a whole lot of color to him. So I think we really need to lean into what he's got. You even probably put into words, they felt so off to drive. I know what you mean. It's hard to like continue a game when it's just you feel like you're fighting the game. What are your thoughts on Cloakabug? I think he's really cool. I don't know about the cloak itself. I think it's fine. I'll see if that's like a separate piece. It looks like it's probably not, but the rest of him's really cool. I don't know about the cloak. When I was told to go from A to B at the beginning of the game, I messed up, and then I stopped playing. What do you think, Will? What do you think of Cloakabug? For my Warhammer peeps, what do we think of the new Tyranid we saw today? Though I will go back and say, since we're talking video games, Space Marine 2 having co-op, I'm pretty excited for. It sounds like Mr. Slam will be joining us. Dr. Slam, I'm so sorry. Play that on stream. I think that'll be fun. So excited for that. If you hate us so much and kibash the skin between the tentacles, remove it. Yeah, we'll see. It might grow on me, but he feels very superhero with the cloak. Which is weird for a bug. Weird for a Tyranid, but whatever. Actual co-op or Halo Infinite 2 years later co-op? I think actual co-op. Don't make me sad. Don't make me sad. Did they actually get co-op for Infinite? That was the weirdest decision. As someone who's played all of the other Halo games co-op. For them to just leave that out. That was a weird one. 3-man co-op's gonna be amazing. Just me and my 2 best idiots will have a grand time. Granted, it works. True. True. Making sure game work is a good idea. Especially with the latest kind of... But oh, there's my paint. The latest bunch of PC ports being a little rough. Making sure it works is good. Time to paint the bug as Superman then. There you go. Why does the phrase Dr. Slam bring to mind the TF2 doctor? New bug is proof that Space Marines have capes in their DNA and tactical rocks. It's all in the DNA. Bugs start eating Marines and all of a sudden they've got to pose up on rocks. They even added campaign. What? Oh, Halo. The last one I played was 5. And, like, I got through the campaign and I, like, literally said out loud, that's it? When I was done. And then I just gave up on Halo forever. It was a sad time as someone who used to play way too much Halo. Sad times. 5 was sad, yeah. Oh well. Means I play other series now. Sorry, I was going back to think about the Xbox show, now that we're talking Halo. It's interesting to see what happens with some of these, like, series, right? Because, I mean, Xbox had Halo, had Gears. Forza was there. I know not everyone into the racing side of things. Forza was there. But yeah, Halo is, Halo in a rough spot right now. What about Halo 4? I actually quite like that. Lots of new stuff. Maybe not the suits. I didn't care for 4. It was fine. I think Reach was the last one I really enjoyed. So when they moved over to the other studio, I kind of lost interest. I have a spare bedroom dedicated to Halo merch and the Mega Block set. Get some prototype figures, original box sketches, and now the love is gone. Halo 5 multiplayer is good IMO. Love the heck out of the return of Firefight. I'm not as big on the multiplayer, so I guess that would make sense. And I know that was kind of a focus for them. But yeah, it's different than when Halo was the thing. It's just different. Oh, the co-op PvE. Okay. Awful time in Halo 5 multiplayer. One game would match EU, the next would match North America. Not be able to hit anything due to latency. Scott, I heard you mention Xbox. Did you know you can play majority of their games with Game Pass? Get Game Pass today and access to hundreds of games. Many of the year's most anticipated games day one. Not sponsored, but could be. I do love Game Pass. Xbox, if you listening. If you listen, I love Game Pass. I've tried so many games that I wouldn't have tried without it. Ugh, sorry. Remember the first Halo video came out and it was Mac only? Nobody tell me how many years ago that was, please. I almost said it. Like, my brother and I were really late to get our own consoles. Like, we would play on our friends. I remember saving up, like, my allowance to get my first Xbox. I remember that fondly. That was, like, one of my first, like, larger purchases that I would save for. Was an Xbox, so I could play Halo. Who else is coming at you live from the tub? I want a Game Pass. I can't, though. So now I'm sleeping in a tub. Don't be like me. Get Game Pass. If you don't want to be Will in a tub, get Game Pass. Yep. Yep. Alright, let's get... Sorry, chat, I'm losing steam here. Let's work on his little arrow a bit. Again, if anyone who may be joining us, we're working on Moonstone today. So we have a Wendigo that we were working on a little bit earlier. We've got our little satyr. His name's Chubbs. Getting him worked up. The last one of the kit is our goat boy. So that'll be the full warband, the full box that I picked up, which is Wild Things. Jing says, I must be off, but well met. Hope paths cross again. Yes, let me actually give you a follow. I forgot to earlier. Give me 1 second. There we go. Thank you again for the raid. Chat, again, if you want to go check out some Lego, some Gunpla, some video games, go give the Jang a follow for me. I've got you followed, so I can come check out your stream. Thank you so much and have a good one. You wouldn't sleep in a tub, would you? You wouldn't download an army, would you? You wouldn't torrent a car, would you? I totally would. You just give me that link. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Thanks everyone from the raid for hanging out with us today. I appreciate it. Again, if you have any questions, I know Warhammer's a little bit different, especially here on Twitch. Let us know. We're happy to help. Otherwise, I'm going to keep painting up little satyr boy. He looks a little weird because I need to do some black lining with his eye. Go ahead and do that real quick. He's got very, like a comic expression. I'm trying to keep it for this mini. The box art itself is very kind of cartoony. Trying to keep it. Alright, there's that. Fix his little face a little bit. We have Diablo on Wednesday. I think we are, Will. I think we're going to meatball it up. I think we're going to do Diablo. I was trying to decide if I get my druid on or if we continue the rogue, because I've not done anything else with the rogue yet. So we could keep that like the stream character if we wanted. We'll see what my druid gets before then. But yeah, I think that's the plan. Probably Diablo this week. Next week is Steam Next Fest, which is when they do all the demos and stuff. And I think it'd be fun to do a few demos together. Check out some games. So I've kind of got that penciled in for the next week. I may ask you guys if there are any demos we want to do together. 16 demo win. I'm playing that myself. I'm not waiting for chat on that one. Sorry. Sorry. I'm playing that like tomorrow. When will the fantasy truly be final? Never. We always want more Final Fantasy. More. More. Yeah, I'm going to be selfish and keep that one. I'm going to binge through that when I get a chance. No, yes. I counter your no with a yes. Nikki's share. No, I won't play it. I don't want to wait for stream. I play game. I play game. Maybe, says Avian. Coming in with a hot maybe. How's the bed tub treating you? It sounds like he's cozy and just here to fight me on Final Fantasy. Your name says, just picked up the nephews a Star Wars Lego kit to build and share. Just need to mail it? Hell yeah. I hope they love it. They have a lot of Star Wars kits. Always impressed when I go to look at like the Lego site. How much stuff they've got for it. The song is kind of weird. You may change it here in a second. Alright, just doing some of our shading again on the arrow. Or the bow, sorry. Bow and arrow. We've got his little quiver back there to work on. We need a color for the feathers. Let's go with like a nice red or something. I don't want to go too far away, but if it's the red we use for the little robin, then that'll work. Make sure there's not a dog behind me. Good. Actually, Screamer Pink might be nice. Let's go corn. It's not ideal. The extra bedding isn't exactly goose down. I'm feeling every inch of the tub in my spine. I can imagine you're not super comfy. Oh damn, his back's gonna hate him. Yeah, I can only imagine. Alright, there's a little bit more color. He's, doesn't have a whole lot of, like, different colors on him. So we'll bring in some red just to lighten it up a little bit. On the plus side, I'm laying down. On the negative side, I may never get up again. Hopefully you'll be able to stretch it back out here with whatever else you've got planned for today. If you don't mind me asking, what do you have planned for vacation day here? We had brunch. We have nap. What else you guys got planned? Or is it kind of winging it? Sandy hardwood laminate floors. God, please. Yeah, nah. That doesn't sound super nice either. Turns out what color his little strap should be. in the quiver. Maybe we bring that other brown work up from the Wendigo over. Let's do that. We're going on a dolphin tour? That sounds fun. Come here, you porpoises. I wouldn't have thought dolphins there, but that makes sense. I think I always think more like Florida for dolphins. That'll be fun. The hotel's really nice. However, I did not appreciate the guy at the door who immediately tried to sell us a timeshare. Gosh, yeah, I can only imagine. For somewhere like that, that's probably... You're gonna get so much of that. You're going on purpose, eh? Dolphin go brr. Yep, as dolphins do. Deathwatch can apparently do unreasonable amounts of mortal wounds to infantry. Good thing this is a less lethal edition of the game. What are they using to do that? Since we were talking Deathwatch earlier. What are you looking at, Wasted Mind? There's one thing I don't think I'm liking as much about the mini as I do the art. He's got kind of the like spiky hair in the art. He's got very much the like slicked back on the mini. He's feeling a little car salesman-y. I feel like I need to fix this here soon. Hey Padgett, welcome in. How are ya? It's good to see ya. We're working on some Moonstone minis. What have you been up to? But what does the fox say? Yeah, exactly. 2 shots each. Every 2+2 wound is a mortal against infantry. Holy. William says, we walked on the door and he's like, hello, screaming baby and parents. Do you want to buy timeshare? Thank you. Here is so we're working on the little satyr right now. We were also working on the Wendigo a bit earlier. So he's coming along. And then the last one in this set is our goat man, which we haven't started yet. So there's my little Moonstone band here. I don't even know what Moonstone calls them. If they're a war band, a crew. I guess we could take a look at the cards and see. See if they have a name on here. I haven't downloaded the rules yet, so let's see if there's a word for it. I'm not seeing one. They seem to be very specific to the model. So, yeah, it'd probably be in the rules then. Hey, Goliath Games, welcome in. Wish me luck starting mini painting again after 20 years. You got this. What have you decided to come back with? What are we working on? You got this. If you have any questions, let me know. Happy to help. Showstone says 2 units of 10, 1 with captain for double hellfire. It's potentially 40 shots I can do mortals on a 2-up. That's gross. That's gross. Maceman says, I'm left wondering how the bleep GW advice this edition is less lethal and less rerolls. Rerolls are everywhere. Things seem to be really darn killy. Only thing that seemed to drop is AP, but now common weapons can do mortals. I don't know. Oh no, we've killed Will. That's our once per stream. We've killed Will. How's it go from a 2-up? It's infantry 4-up. Oh, on the data sheet. Oh, the stratagem. Okay. Okay, sorry. You said add, so I waited. Moonstone is a skirmish game. So it is based out of... I think it's UK based. But yeah, they are a skirmish game. I don't know how many are in a crew. I am brand new to it. The rules are available online though, so I was going to grab them later. But yeah, I picked up 2 different boxes. They're really fun to paint. They've got like a really fun style to them. I'm enjoying them quite a bit. Majason, welcome in. How are ya? Hey, Mikado, welcome in. Love falling asleep, waking up to new people to follow. Thank you so much. I'm guessing you came over with our raid. How are you today? Yeah, for anyone who may be new, if you came with the raid or if you're finding your way over here, I'm Nikki. We usually paint a lot of Warhammer. Today I am painting Moonstone as a little break. Here is some of the Warhammer we've been painting though, just to give you a little taste of what else we like to work on. So here is, I'll zoom out. Oop, maybe. Here is our Stormhawk we've been working on. So this is for a Salamander's 40k army. As part of that same army, here is a Leviathan Dreadnought. So he still has his little arms that I've kept separate, but he's coming along. I'm also working on a Tyrannid, which was fun because we got to play with color shifting paints. So as I move the model, you'll get to see the different colors. But yeah, we like to work on a lot of Warhammer, but I also love working on things like Moonstone, Kingdom Death I love. I'm getting into Malifaux. I also built, oops. Yesterday I don't have them on the desk, but I built some Bushido. So I found a Kitsune warband. Look at all of these. So yeah, I think I kind of want to make Monday like not GW day. So we can work on Moonstone, we can work on Malifaux, we can work on Bushido. Do you play? I want to learn. So I found these on like the band itself on Instagram a while back, and they're like, oh, it's only a Gen Con, and I got really sad. But then when I went to Adepticon, they had it on the shelf, so I grabbed it. But they're so pretty. I like the style, I've never played, but they have such cool minis. Like, some of these are so badass. Some of the other, like, warbands are really cool, too. But yeah, that's a little bit of what we like to work on here. So thank you, everyone, for coming to check us out. I'll use them for D&D. I love when there's those minis, you can use them for a couple, like, different things. I know, like, for Warhammer, a lot of people will pick up, like, the skeletons or some of the big beasties for D&D. So a specific paint used for the purple shimmer or special technique. That is a paint called Turbo Dork. So this is, the color is Cloud 9. But the really, like, crazy part about this paint is when you put it on your palette or in the airbrush, it looks like that. As it dries, all the really fine little metallic flakes build up to that. So for the nid, this is actually 3 different layers. So 3 airbrush layers of this paint turns into the color shift. And it's crazy to watch as it happens. So like as it dries, it loses the like kind of white pigment and it becomes the color shift. It's nuts. Yeah, it's really cool to see how it works. But yeah, they have a whole bunch of different colors. So if you like that color shifting, they have a lot of different variants to it. But that's how it works, and it's the craziest thing to watch happen. I need a Turbo Dork. Write that down. It's really fun to play with. Oh, Tomb Kings are perfect for D&D. It's too bad they're a little harder to find since they are not, well, they're coming back for Old World, but yeah, a little harder to find. But they are really cool, yeah. Bushido's a fun skirmish game. Gameplay where you allocate dice to either offense or defense is super fun. I will have to look into it. There is a local friend who wants to play Bushido. I think he's got the Tengu crew. So I was going to see if he could either teach me or we learn together. Because I think he knows how to play. And then Paranoia from chat also picked it up at Adepticon, so we were going to play together. Did you pre-order Leviathan? Kind of. I am splitting it with someone here in chat. So we have a box. When that comes in, we'll hop over to it. We'll be painting Imperial Fists and then my Hive Fleet. So I've got a custom Hive Fleet for Nids. And then we'll have Imperial Fists for the Marine side, which I'm pretty excited about. They're going to look pretty sick. What about you, Paget? Did you go in on a box? Hey, War Master, how are you? Deathwatch vets have the kill team keyword anyway, meaning each use of the strat already gives them 2 units of them. Captain to add even more. That's disgusting. That's gonna be pretty busted, yeah. Luckily I played a lot of fantasy a long time ago. I have Tomb Kings and Lizardmen, nice. I dug out all of my high elves. I think I'm actually gonna eBay mine, just because I would rather someone who's playing Old World have them. But it was kind of nice getting all the elves back out to look at. Feel you need a knitathon to help you get through the little... Aw, does this mute still? Hold on. Okay, sorry. Amazon Man has arrived, and we all needed to know about it. Yeah, I've got to remember I have a mute button. I never had to use it with Simon. She borkin'. She borkin'. Knitathon, hey Dee, how are you? We might knitathon. Because we're going to have the Nids and the Imperial Fists. We're going to need some serious time when it gets here. Bork, bork. Dee, what you up to today? Hopefully we don't have more borks. Sorry, headphone users. Oh my goodness. Dramas. Dramas. Knitathon. We might have to. We'll see how it goes, chat. I'm not committing to anything, because mental health, but if I feel up to it, I think that would be fun. To just work on that box for, like, a couple days. Longer streams. Not a fan of the Amazon Mans. She is a Shetland sheepdog, and herding dogs love to talk. And they love to let you know when people are here. Simon was kind of the weirdo for not barking. But now that we've got a little Sadie, I'll have to keep the mute button close. While you do Nids, I'll do some nights. We'll have so much fun, yeah. No, if I'm up to it, I will absolutely do that. I'm afraid to commit to anything in the summer. I'll put it that way. It might be something different, Sly. Will may be interested, though. Will may be interested. Dee Dee says, surprisingly freer morning, but feeling odd. Odd as in... Anything we can help with, Dee Dee? I don't play Nell pre-ordered. A Magic the Gathering nerd, gotcha. Gotcha. We played a bit of Magic. I couldn't keep up with the, how often they're changing sets and things. So I dipped back out. I'm glad I got to learn it, though, because my brother has always, like, played. So it was nice to see, like, how it all worked and everything, but I could not keep up with it. Think of end of Knitathon, you can ask me, how many knits did you paint, Avian, huh? Huh? Hold on, chat. Okay, I think we're safe. Knitathon or on Extra Life as an unlock? Maybe. That might be good. I think it would save the little ones for that. Maybe we paint the big ones when it comes in, and then save the little ones for Extra Life. Sounds like my Malifaux has arrived, if that's Amazon. So that's exciting. Honor first, I think they're here. We'll see if maybe Scott will get them out of the box. Oh yes, because of the medical angle. I expect he would. Yes, the medical angle. You're so right, Sly. You're so right. Oh, amazing. Is Ubisoft? Oh, that's right. Ubisoft's already going on. So painful after the Easy Watch. That was the Xbox show. Uh-oh. If they have anything cool, can you let us know, Wasted Mind? I probably won't watch that one back. Ubisoft tends to be, yeah, a little bit more painful. Sadie says, don't open the front door. Oh, okay. I guess we live here forever. Bark, bark, mute. Bark, 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 mute. Just when I think we're done. She's got a few more words to say. She's very talkative. I don't play Standard. I only play Commander. I kept a lot of our stuff for Commander. I think Commander would still be fun. If we do make it up to, like, the game store. But yeah, I don't know how people keep up with Standard. I guess if that's your only hobby, like if that's, like I've got Warhammer and video games and all those things. If Magic the Gathering is your thing, I could see it, but I couldn't do it. You want Five Guys singing shanties while they show Skull and Bones B-roll. Oh no. That game got delayed, right? Or is it, like, soon? I feel like the last I heard is it was delayed. You like Borks? I like them, except for, yeah, if someone's got headphones. I feel bad for her just randomly going nuts. Delayed AF, okay. Oh no, one of your decks was banned from Commander? Artifact dump. Okay. I don't know enough to be able to speak to that. But I'm sorry your deck's banned. That stinks. Alright, what else do we need? We need to highlight our feathers. He's on just, like, rocks. So I may wait and do that when I do the rest of the basing, just to make sure it all ties in together. We've got one little pack on his hip. Start there, I guess. But says, trading card game deck theory. Fascinating. Keeping up with the meta. Boo. It was really fun seeing, like, the synergies and stuff in decks. I think was really neat to see. As someone who is pretty new to all of it. Scott, do you mind opening the box so I can see the Malifaux? Oh. Let's see. Turn through, I'd mill my entire deck and then open the vaults. Jeez. Panda says, I bought the 40k Imperium Commander deck, but I haven't tried it yet. I need to do that. I think Mousebait has played some of those and said that they were fun. I didn't pick up any of the 40k ones. Wait, head of Xbox Games putting a target on Starfield? What do you mean, waste of mind? Alright, he's got some details on his little sash. Feels like metal to me. So let's do that. The 40k decks are super good. In chat, I appreciate the Wake the Dead Guild box, but I don't play that faction anymore. Give box. How get box? Give box. Hey, Sophia, welcome in. That's right. How are ya? Got our little satyr here today. We've also got a Wendigo that we started. So there is our little warband is coming together. How are you? And then some Malifaux just came in. Look at these, chat. Look at these. So the plan with these, as you guys know, I painted my Day of the Dead themed Nightmare Edition. I want to paint these to also match because we've already got like the Sugar Skull. So just do it across the entire band, even though they're not the skellies. Look how pretty these are. I love this, love this, love this, love these. They're so cool. But they're here. I'm pretty excited. people are gonna go bug hunting like crazy also implies it'll be buggy. I just think... I don't... Maybe I'm just more... lenient... I don't think that's the right word. When the games get that big, of course you're gonna have bugs, is my feeling. As long as they're not, like, breaking the game. Or, you know, deleting save spots. Like, I don't know how you have a game that big without some bugs. You know? There's just too many things interacting. Maybe I'm just a little bit more understanding, I guess would be the right word. Also, Bethesda bugs always make me laugh. Like, they're never, like, fresh. They're just funny. They're just hilarious. The only time I've had a Bethesda one that kind of bugged me is, I broke Whiterun just straight up. Because I was, like, with the companions, I came back to town and, like, the guards started attacking. So then my companions started attacking. And then they never stopped. They, like, to this day, they're still fighting in that Xbox version of the game I had. So that's the only... But even then, like, I just laugh about it. So maybe, yeah, I'm just a little bit more understanding, but... Sometimes it's just funny. There are better ways to go about PR. Yeah, agreed with that. Agreed with that. I don't think any bugs will be as good as Assassin's Creed body not loading, but the eyes and the teeth do, yeah. That one was terrifying. Just terrifying. You hit the nail on the head. It's like you could build an F1 car that never broke down, but it wouldn't be the fastest. Yeah, I think, I don't know. I seem to be in the camp of like, yes, there are gonna be bugs, but like, as long as you're not nuking my save file, like I'm fine with it. If I can just reload and get back to my game, that's fine. I'm fine with that. Do I want those? No, but it's gonna happen. Let's see, Sophia says, I only started playing Skyrim recently, on Xbox though. Mods for all sorts of games make me want to build a rig. They're definitely good for games like that, too. Sorry, I'm going to go back up in chat. It says, doing good. I wasn't sure about Starfield, but yesterday got me pretty hyped. I think it looks pretty good. I'm not someone who's, like, crazy excited about Starfield, but I think if it does well, that's pretty huge for gaming. I think it'll be cool to see. I will be playing it on Game Pass. Lisa Mine says, I killed a chicken by accident, and then a town got really mad. Then the entire town died, and then I stopped playing Skyrim. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's my thoughts on, like, bugs and things. I think for something that big, I'm gonna expect some. But, like, for a good reason. It's because they've put so much stuff interacting with each other that, like, it's silly to think it's going to be completely bug-free. I don't think is realistic. I think that's silly. I had Fallout 4 crash constantly during my playthrough, but I think it might have been because I was filling every storage container in my base with armor sets and it was struggling to load. Yeah, that could be a part of it. Xbox needs Starfield to be good. Can't have more Redfalls. Xbox is in an interesting spot. I think especially when you add, like, Game Pass to kind of the mix. I don't know. They're in a spot where it's like, do you need first-party games? I would like Xbox to have, like, first-party games. But what do you kind of do going forward? It's interesting to see the difference between, like, Sony, Nintendo, Xbox. I mean, Nintendo always kind of does their own thing. But it's interesting. If they're supported the right way, those Western-looking outposts could fill the 15-year Fallout gap between 4 and 5. Could be Cyberpunk, lie about the state of your game before release. I think the other thing is people need to be okay with delays. I'll say that, especially with Cyberpunk. Just let them build the game they want to play. Or build, sorry. I'll say that. I would rather wait for your game and you get it right where you want it. Investors need to be okay with it. Yeah, that's kind of the other side of that, isn't it? Yeah. Love to see a Fallout based on the West Coast. Fallout Seattle. Venture into irradiated Canada. That'd be fun. I liked seeing the dialogue for Starfield, and I hope that they go back to that kind of dialogue for Fallout. That had me a little hopeful. I didn't like the dialogue options in 4. But if they go back to that, I'll be happier. You like Fallout 76? I've had fun with it. I know at launch it was pretty rough. I don't know the state of it now. Much happier with delays. Games are so huge now. Even ones that aren't open world are just so art intensive. Final Fantasy VII Remake being 2 discs. That was big news this past week too. 2 discs for it. Mistress's 3rd Silk Song check. Butts is literally all of Twitch chat. Is that Half-Life 3's codename? Someone else mentioned that in one of the, I don't even think it was the PC one where, like, it would have made sense. It's just, like, in one of the conferences. They're like, oh, another year without Half-Life 3. It's like... I don't know if troll or serious, but... because Twitch chat, you never know. Supposedly pretty solid now for Fallout 76. It's hard when that damaged the brand quite a bit. That makes things difficult. I'll just keep the same leather for this pack. I'm tired of trying to decide. We're just going with it. Is this brown now? Because I said so. 7 Remake is a legit masterpiece. Rebirth's gonna be great, yeah. Without spoiling, I'm not a huge fan of how they ended the first game. Like, the ending was nutso. But I will probably keep playing it. You got a jet. Sounds good, Mikey. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much for hanging out today. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye as for now. Blech. Fuzz my mouth. Fallout Australia? You thought it couldn't get more dangerous? Radiated dingoes eat your babies. Oh. That does sound pretty terrifying. Think of the critters we would run into in Fallout Australia. Gosh. Nightmare fuel. Happy Pride, by the way. Yes, happy Pride. Great TTV, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome everybody coming in. Happy Pride to you all as well. Welcome, welcome. How are we doing today? We are working on some Moonstone. Let me get my little band together here. We started with our Wendigo, and now we're on our little satyr. His name is Chubbs. But this is from the Wild Things box. So there you can see our critters there. How was your stream? What were we up to today? Let's see. We were playing Warhammer. What'd we have? Welcome, welcome. How was the stream? Deathclaw kangaroos would be the true Souls experience. Oh my gosh. Oh, we went through the datasheets for non-codex Marines. What do we think? We were talking a little bit about Deathwatch a bit ago. How do we feel about the datasheets? Welcome in. Thank you again for that raid. Chat, you know what to do. If you want to check out some more Warhammer content here on Twitch, go give a follow. Go check out the stream. Thank you so much for the raid. I downloaded my Space Wolf stuff, but I have not looked through it yet, so I can't speak to it yet. A 4-hour slog of numbers and lunacy. Oh, but Space Wolves are looking lovely. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I think sometime this week I'll be going through my stuff. See what I want to take. I'm not spoiling anything. If there's anything specific you want to point out, go for it. I'll be honest, sometimes I'm not the best rules brain either. Sometimes I just miss things that, until I have it on the table, it just doesn't come across to me, if that makes sense. Love my Space Pups. Ah, look at all the Space Wolf fans in here. I love it. Space Wolves are my first army. I'm going to be getting back to them here with 10th. I'll be adding on to my NIDs, so I do have my own custom Hive Fleet. Hive Fleet, nom nom. And then I want to play my Eldar more, because I didn't really get to with 9th. I picked them up, and then I didn't like 9th, and I didn't play them. So, getting back to those. I'll drop the big one. Wait, if you like Wolf and they've been murdered, no! No! Don't murder them. Dex says, there's a game that's sort of Fallout Australia, but it's just about, well, it's just about Australia. It's even called Stay. You have to fight emus and dingoes. You're random sticks of dynamite. It's kind of a glorious masterpiece. I actually recommend it. So Santa and Slayer not, so that's good. Someone said that they can go with the Thunderwolf, which I like. Fierce Lion, thank you so much for that sub for 24 months of support. Thank you so much. How are you today? Yeah, I said it, and I'm like, wait, that's not what he meant. Stray, yeah, there we go. If you guys want Fallout Australia, there you go. Space Wolves through and through. I ended the last season with a 65% win rate. Came fourth in a tournament, ran up my league. Love my boys. Wolfen have no merit at all, sadly, but there's good stuff everywhere else. Thunderwolves are great. Okay, maybe I switched those. I used to take Wolfen in every single list. So hearing that makes me very sad. I really want to find some cool werewolves I can convert for Wolfen, converting Primaris to like Firstborn. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's okay. How dare you nerf our Wolfen? You know what? That's okay, because I hate painting them. I hated painting the Wolfen. So that means I can put those off a little bit. Yes, but how are the Hounds of Mordkai? If they're good, I'm gonna be sad. It doesn't want Werewolf Rust, but takes Wolfen. Well, the Wolfen makes sense, because they've been, well... The argument I'm about to make would make sense for Rust, too. I just don't want it, okay? I want Viking Rust. I just want it, okay? Don't be mean. Don't be mean wasting mine. Let's see, Fierce Lion says, I'm good, chugging along with my squats. However, looking at Space Wolf stuff. Kinda wanna build and paint mine. Sounds like they're looking good. I mean, I'm not biased or anything, but it sounds like if they're gonna be good. And today I am the bully. You are the bully. How could you? How could you? What color am I looking for? Maybe that? No. Yeah, maybe that. Not biased or anything. Reaches for Frostax's prop weapon. Yeah, nah. Definitely not biased. Definitely not. You have me wondering if I can add that to my nerd corner now. Honor first. Maybe if Piccolo would scooch over a second. Put the Frostax over there. Do it. I have to find a way to like mount it or something. I'll think on it. I still need to get some freaking posters or something for it's bothering me. About to just get some anime posters and throw them on there. Can't stand it just being empty. Bothering me. Alright, well, I will read through the rest of the wolf stuff later. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. I trust Great TTV. If everything else looking good, then okay. Just sad about my wolfing. No, sorry, set. The Bushido that we were looking at earlier? Is that what you're looking at? Some lewd anime posters. I thought about just some Dragon Ball ones. Just to, you know, add to the corner. I thought about display because then I can like swap them out for different seasons and things, but I don't know that I want to do all that, so I'm gonna be lazy, I think. Hounds of Morkai with frost axes. Chat, you just love to make me sad. I can't take Hounds of Morkai on principle. Because Slam would never let me live it down, and you guys know that's true. You know it's true. It is lunchtime. Holy cow. That went by really quickly. Okay. I wanted to go a little bit longer, but I have something I have to pack for the post office. Let's go a little bit longer, because we've got a whole bunch of friends with us today. Eat your feelings. I might have to. But Slam doesn't really matter, says Dex. Like, as a person. Don't be mean to Slam. No, be mean to Slam. Raise of Mine says, wait a minute. Black Templar Sword Brethren kit has double Lightning Claw model, but there's no rules for that model in the new rules. It's just going to count as a single power weapon. It sounds like if they're combining things, that's going to be on a lot of stuff. Is my gut reaction to what you just said. That's probably going to be a lot of different models. Now, like, illegal. We won't tell Slam, promise. Wow. He takes 1 day to work on his stuff, and chat just immediately turns on him. Wow, wow, wow. He even said he would do Space Marine on stream with us. And look what chat's doing. I'm gonna run 3 max size Hounds of Morkai squads. Quick, while Slam's gone, someone get my thumbs back. Poor dude. He does so much for stream. And then what happens? What happens? Twitch chat happens. They run fast. Fun says Morkai boy. Sophia says, can't decide if the new Terminators are underwhelming or not. The size is great, obviously. So a few modifications to update them even a little. They basically, they just kind of stretched them out. Which I think it's hard for the Terminators because they're such like an iconic unit. So like, if you change them too much, you get people on that side. If you don't change them, then it's kind of like, eh. Like, they're fine. I think Termies are in a unique spot like that. And they clicked on Enhance, yeah. And they just stretched out the Termies a little bit. Not even the modifiable shoulder pads. I do wonder, once they are out of the main box, how many other, like usually the starter box is, like, the one push fit, easy, not a lot of customization stuff. I wonder what that kit will be like once it's outside of the starter stuff. Yeah, the proper kits later. So that'll be interesting to see what they get as they get their own box. Good thinking, Batman. Yeah, I think if you're maybe not feeling the starter ones, maybe wait for the other kit. Conflicted. I kind of want to keep going. But also, I need to pack up for eBay. Let's do a little bit more. I'm going to leave that for when we base. But like you said, other than the slicked back hair, I'm really enjoying it. But that's the sculpt itself. Other than that, our little satyr, I like. It just gives car salesman. There's not really a whole lot I can do to not give car salesman. Red bean sesame balls, that sounds so good. I have some leftover Chinese for lunch here when we do wrap up. I'm very excited about it. Used cart salesman, thank you. Keep it in world here. Thank you. Maybe he's the one selling all the cool airships. You're back on the banh mi tree. I need to find where I can get one here, wasted mine. I think it'd be a little bit of a drive, but I should be able to get one somewhat nearby. Squidge Fan says, I want to see what they do for the Wolf Guard for the new size termies. Do you think we would get special ones? I guess we still would, right? Now you've got me wondering if I would just get the new termies and make them Wolf Guard, or... Because they tend to go a little too wolf for me. I'm wondering maybe if it is worth it to just grab the new termies. Ooh, pizza? Pizza sounds good. DeVito car salesman and Matilda mixed with Hercules. Yeah, I'm right, you're wrong. I'm big, you're small. There's nothing to do about it. Sorry, I'm trying to get behind his arm and it's being a pain. Okay, that's as good as I care to get, you know? It's probably not worth struggling with it more. Let's do a little bit of a highlight on his gym. And then I've got to decide if we get lunch or not. I'm undertaking the long overdue task of actually putting bases on these 50 or so Marines I've built and yet to paint. That's a lot of basing, friend. It's a lot of basing. Ooh, cheesy meaty calzone waiting for me at home? That sounds so good. Alright, well there's our little satyr. Here's our little Wendigo. Alright, at lunch you've also got pizza? Everyone's got pizza. Gosh, do I start our next one? Let's do a little bit of the next one. Let's get some base coats on, and then I will get lunch. Deal? Deal. We'll at least get base coats started. Proper order pizza's birthday. Finish leftover pizza. Acquire new pizza. I like it. I like the chain of pizza here. What's your favorite pizza, Butts? What do you like to... When you order pizza, what do you get? I know we were talking about fancy pizza earlier. Or is that what you're getting? 24-hour stream, could you imagine? I would be losing my mind by the end of it. I've watched others do it. It's not pretty as it goes on. Oh. Doesn't help when I lost track of what base sizes to go with what Marines. Almost an entire squad of heavy ints on the 32 mil. I do wish... I haven't actually looked at the data sheets. I wish I was just on the data sheet. Is what base they were on. I think it's weird that they do that for... or at least have a base guide for Sigmar, but not for 40k. I think it's weird. I kind of want to do the same skin tone we did on the Wendigo for him. I think that's what we're going to do. Let's do our Baneblade brown. Ooh, pepperoni and olives. That sounds good. We ordered from one of the only Buffalo places that does a New York City style. Pizza of my youth, the best style. Casual Painter, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome everybody coming over. We are actually working on some Moonstone today. So we've been working on the Wendigo and the little satyr. We're doing a few base coats on this before I go get some lunch. How was your stream? What were you up to today? Here's where they're at. They've been a lot of fun. Star Wars Outlaws on the Ubisoft stream. We got to see what the trailer for that yesterday. Some more details today, it sounds like. Stream is fun and painted. Oh, a Fallout mini. We were talking about the video games earlier. If you guys want to check out some more mini paintings, some Fallout minis, go give Casual Painter a follow for me. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome everybody coming over. If you're new to my stream, hello, I'm Nikki. We usually paint a lot of Warhammer, and I've been working on a Salamander army commission. So here's a Leviathan I've been working on. I've also got a little Stormhawk I've been working on. This is all the same Salamander army. But today I picked up some Moonstone because I've looked at the minis several times, and it was time to grab some. So we're taking a little break away from commissions to work on these. But welcome on in. Oh yeah, Fallout Australia was the other location we thought would be good for Fallout. And really terrifying. Jedi Power Battles 2? I don't know what Outlaw, what the game is like. I will have to go watch it here after stream. Isn't that just normal Australia? Alright, I think for our goal for Goatman is kind of similar, and then we keep with the earthy tones. I think just in general this warband works really well with a lot of the very natural earthy tones. So we're going to stick with those. Is that flash? Oh, I'm so bad. Finish that. Okay, gameplay. Yeah, let me know what kind of game it is, Wasted Mine. I was curious yesterday, since we only got trailer. Was curious. I remember a documentary series I watched about Australia and what it was like to live there. What was the main takeaway? It's called Mad Max. Very informative. A live look at living in Australia. Dee Dee also appreciated it. Man, these minis are... I feel like they're in that kind of same boat as like Malifaux and Kingdom Death, where they've got a lot of details. They paint up really nicely and really quickly because they've got really nice details. I think the only thing is making sure you get all of the resin flashing in the model cleanup. I'll be honest, I'm not the greatest at it. There's some spots here that I kind of wish I had seen or gone back to. But that's kind of the big thing I can say for these minis. Make sure you get the flashing cleaned up, otherwise they're pretty easy to work with. Do 14K players want to live in Australia? I've seen those markups. Australia prices are no joke. It's insane. I don't know how anyone does it. My knowledge of Australia mostly comes from Bluey these days. Everyone here is a dog, yes? Yeah, that was my takeaway, but everyone a dog. I was trying to clean a black mark off my monitor, but it was actually on Nikki's finger. Wait. Oh. Oh, sorry, wasted mind. That's amazing. Ah, Crazy, thank you so much for that sub. For 17 months of support. Commit some more heresy by name Eris, second Dark Apostle. Do it. How are you? Thank you so much for that sub. I appreciate it. How are you today? I'm running a little longer today since we have lots of new friends today. We can all watch Moonstone together. Other hand on the pointer finger. It's tiny. Oh, sure enough. I just got paint everywhere. That's the problem, wasted mine. That's the problem. Just slinging paint back here. It gets everywhere. You tricked me. I did. Let's see. Starting with, well, too early. Oh, summer heat. It is, unfortunately, that time, isn't it? I'm sorry that it is warm there as well. I know the UK is starting to get it as well. Alright, is that... I'm trying to plan out all of our clothing here. It almost looks like he has the same leaves at his waist, but I don't think that's right. I think it's just... I feel like it's all just leathers, but... And then the art is so dark, it's just kind of hard to tell. Okay, we'll just put what we want where we want it, I guess. We could also work in like some just green, desaturated greens as cloth. Maybe more like the Nurgle colors is my thought. Let's go ahead and work on the lantern a little bit more before we wrap up for lunch. Head out and eat burgers, and I'm going to finish up this basing and call it done. Enjoy burgers, enjoy basing. We will see you later, Sly. Congrats again on finishing up that army. That's so exciting. Congrats, congrats. There. Looks like a great British army does, yeah. Very, very beastman. Very beastman. The plight of the artiste. I am artiste. Alright, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with this lantern. And then I do need to get lunch and get stuff packed up, take post office. Make sure Sadie's ready for her little booster shot. And we'll be back tomorrow, probably with some Warhammer. I think we'll be back to Warhammer tomorrow. I think. If not, we've got this boy. We can pick right back up. So, not a big deal. I really want the Great British Shaman to paint, but I don't think he's on his own. I don't want to buy the Vanguard box just to have him. Yeah. Yeah. Yay! Yeah! I think this is a good place to wrap up. So, to recap, here is our Moonstone Warband. We got a lot done on this little band today. I'm pretty happy with our progress. So we will we'll keep working on this guy. Again, this is the Wild Things box, if you guys like these guys. But we're going to wrap up here, and I'm going to get some lunch. We'll be back tomorrow, I think, with Warhammer. If not, we'll just work on this guy again. So no worries there. I think I'm just going to kill it here instead of trying to find someone to raid. If you do want to come hang out with us in between streams, we do have our Discord. You can also share what you're working on. We do have socials, so I'm on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. I'm way behind, but when I do start posting things again, you can check it out there. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming to hang out today. Thank you for all the support. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.